Hello. Oh yeah, I gotta turn that down. Let's turn it down a little bit. Good stuff. Oh. It's fine lines. I could have just turned it down. No. Hello. Yeah. Well, welcome to the show. It's gonna be a great show. That's what the Americans say. It's gonna be a great show tonight. You're gonna love it, and it's gonna be basically the best thing you've ever heard. Not only is it gonna be the greatest show we've ever done, but every show after it is gonna be also better than this. So stay tuned, lock down, relax, listen to the Veteran Gamers. Okay, shut the fuck up. Right, I just typed in, this song is, AK, Love Story. That song. That's the song that you were just hearing. So, if you wanted to look it up on the old internet. We can just have it going on in the background. Oh, look at that. Just chilling out, you know? We're just fucking chilling out, you know what I mean? Just what the fuck? We're just chilling. Fucking chilling. No big whoop. Stu's late by the sounds of it. Stu's never late. Oh, that's what he's doing. He's filling out the news because he's fucking left it last minute. See if I can find any news. I never usually look for news. I don't know really. It's all just bollocks.
If you talk all the time, you never hear what anybody else has to say. And therefore, all you'll have to talk about is your own conversation. The same is true for people who think all the time. That means, when I use the word think, talking to yourself, subvocal conversation, the constant chit-chat of symbols and images and talk and words inside your skull. Now, if you do that all the time, you'll find that you've nothing to think about except thinking. And just as you have to stop talking to hear what others have to say, you have to stop thinking to find out what life is about.
Here we go. Fucking answer it.
Amen. Yo.
Hey,
Hey.
Yeah, what's happening, baby?
you alright? How's it going?
Yeah, what's happening, baby?
Yeah, what's happening?
None?
Chinny.
Uh-oh.
Have you received any emails for the show this week? Is it me that's not getting them anymore, or is there just not been any?
Let's have a look. Let's have a look.
Have a look, because I've not had none.
We've got
Not
one.
even off your brother.
We've got a speak part from Derek Signs.
Yeah, I've sent that off. I've sent that one.
We've got a contact thing from Golden Balls.
Yeah, I'm guessing for some reason it stopped sending emails to me. Need to have a look into that.
What?
I'm not getting any of the emails through anymore.
What?
Not unless he just sent it tonight. No, he hasn't.
No. So there's one from there. One from Lewis. Two from Lewis.
Yeah, I'm not getting any anymore.
I can read them out.
Yeah, you're gonna have to, because I ain't got none of them.
Oh, let me just check if there's. I haven't missed any then.
How weird is that?
Got one from Not on the High Street, but I don't think that's to the show.
I don't think it is.
Whoa, wait, Stu.
Yes.
You're getting them. You got the speak pipe from
Yeah,
Derek.
but that comes from somewhere, because I set that up to just come to me directly. Well,
But
not
it's
come to me,
to-
but comes.
to podcast at veterangamers.co.
Yes, that one does. I've got that one okay. It's the ones from the website that I'm not getting.
Yeah, I think when you click on contact, those are the ones that Stu doesn't get. That might be a
Yes.
Richard Webster problem, so I might ask him.
Yeah, just to double check if it's disconnected me somehow or another. Well, I thought last week, because obviously I'd missed the one off Lewis last week.
Yeah.
Hadn't
Well,
come.
for this episode, I will read those, and then
You can be the email person.
I will
Well,
message
do you want? I'll tell you
Webster
what. Do you want
now.
me to do news? I'll do news. You do emails. How
No,
about that?
what the best thing to do is if you during the show, if you just don't talk, all right,
Yeah.
remove yourself, and then
Yeah.
I'll do it.
What?
Just the whole show, just
Mm.
pipe down. And
Yeah.
let you-
Yeah. Let's
Yeah.
do that.
You can do the news if you want. We'll swap it up.
Yeah, I'll do news. You do emails. How
Let's
about
do that. Let's do that.
Let's do that.
I'm deleting my spam forever. 1,262 emails.
Wowzers. That's a lot of emails.
Been a while since I cleaned out the old spam folder.
It is. It is.
Wow,
Right.
I'm-
Well, I'm assuming it has. I'm taking your word for it.
Jesus Christ. Are we ready to start?
Yes. Already.
Let's start the motherfucking show, bitch.
Are you seriously talking about video games?
To the veteran gamers, Juju, Jimmy, other fellas will tell you about every single game that you
Can we cut the condescending crap and play the game?
Stu story time and Chinny's game breakers. Here comes Duke with the soundbite saviors.
Hey, crap!
It's the veteran gamers.
Boring.
It's the veteran gamers.
Homer, there's a man here who thinks he can help you.
It's the veteran gamers. Yeah, boy.
Yes.
Switch that console off before you have to press repeat, yo.
You gotta be that fucking diamond in the rough. But the only way to become that diamond is by dedication, practice, and doing the shit that other people are too lazy to do.
Hello and welcome to episode 428 of the Veteran Gamers Podcast.
Yeah, 428 coming at you. Great. I'm Duke.
I'm Stu.
Hello. Yeah. I always the music intro is I have a quick drink and then I'm like, oh, I'm not ready.
Uh-oh.
Oh, dear.
So, hello, Chinny.
Yeah,
Hi, how's it going?
Yay, it's Chinny.
You did it 1 week. You managed it 1 week, didn't you?
I've done
So,
it
you know,
many
good.
weeks.
We are not military veterans. We are veterans of the gaming lifestyle. People,
That's-
get it straight.
That's correct. And we also stream live on Mixer, YouTube, and of course, Twitch. At the moment, we have 8 people watching, but it's going to go up because it always goes up. There's 6 on Twitch, 2 on YouTube, and none on Mixer because Mixer sucks balls. And at
It
the
always
moment,
goes up. She said.
And at the moment, in there is Jason Gallagher, my brother Ginger Balls, and JP Snake, JP what, Diesel Saint, well, you know, Derek, Urban Big P is in there. So what up? Thank you everybody for joining us. If you're amazing, if you're listening to the pre-recorded show, hey, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it. You sexy
And-
bastards.
If you haven't been to vghub.net, you should go there because it's a good website. We are
Mhm.
part of that network.
Yeah. And we should mention that we're having the meetup. We should mention about the meetup.
Yes,
We should do that at the beginning
that's-
of every show.
That's right.
Why not
That's-
hang out with us in person? It's just like this, except it smells worse.
That's the brand
Yeah.
guideline. So,
Around.
we're having a meetup on the 21st of April. I haven't checked the event thing, but I don't know if anything's changed. But yes, 21st of April, we're going to be meeting in Bury at the Arcade Club.
I like it. You're getting the accent
In
right. That's
Bury.
good.
Yeah, so, yes, if you want to know more, I still haven't done it yet. In fact, I might do it during the show, is put up a post on our website, which is veterangamers.co.uk, or you could go to the Veteran Gamers Facebook page and find out there what's going on. So, yeah, there's an event for 21st of April up in Bury, and if you want to join us, join us. I don't know how many people are going at the moment. I can't remember.
We're up to 5 plus me.
Oh
I've obviously
my
confirmed I'm going.
God, 5 people. I
5.
don't know how we're going to handle it.
Sorry, you said that's the 21st of April?
21st of April.
Dude,
But-
that's the day that Sean Anderson and Seth McNitt and I have scheduled in to maybe meet up in Madison.
Oh my God.
Smoking.
Ups, we could do FaceTime. Oh my God.
Oh my God. And we've got 12 interested.
Oh,
12
yeah.
interested.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, those
Put your
interested,
mouth this, people. It's time to commit. We're at
those
war.
interested people need to move over to the
Yeah, really.
to the bloody going list.
People. Yeah.
What would we have to do to get you to commit?
I wonder.
Yeah.
Maybe I have to
I
do some
wonder.
sort of dance of some sort. Maybe that would
Yeah,
move
a
them over.
naked.
Here's a challenge. By next week, I want at least 3 people from the interested to move over to the going. Obviously, you know, if you've got kids, they're welcome. If you've got spouses, they're welcome. If you've got brothers like me, he's coming. My brother is coming. So you can get to meet Ginger Balls himself. And
In real life.
In real life, yeah. So
And
me
if
and
you ask
Peter
him
going up.
nicely, you might get to see his cool tattoo on his leg.
He's got tattoos all over the place, all over his body,
Yes.
front, back, legs, ass cheeks. I have no idea if he's got any on his ass cheeks, but I'm sure he'd be willing to share if he has.
What up, just
So yes, so the 21st of April. I promise. By the time this show comes out, I will do a bloody post on our website so you can click there and find all the details. So go to veterangamers.co.uk to find
Yes.
out about the meet.
that.
Right,
Do that.
story stuff.
Story. Why, is there a story?
No, I don't know. I haven't got one.
No, I haven't got one, really.
It's story time. Story time.
Of course, I have a story time. I showed The Simpsons in my class on Friday. That's pretty cool.
That's not a
Is that
story.
it?
That's the story.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
good shit.
Time to
Bit
talk
shit,
about
huh?
what we're playing. It's more of a story than you've got.
Yeah, true.
Chess.
Let's do ready play.
Yes, playing game. I've been playing games. Have you been playing games? Y'all been playing games? That'd
Of
be good.
course, I have a story to tell about the games I've been playing.
Oh yeah, go on then. Off you go.
So there you go. It's a perfect confluence of things. Antonio and I, what, and hey, dog. We were playing some Rocket League the other day. Yeah, Rocket League. And I also played some with Gary Lever. What's up, G-Dog? Keep your head up, buddy. He's going through a rough patch. Anyway, Antonio and I were playing, and we had been winning a few games. We had a rough start, but we got it going. We had it going on. And he was like, it was getting time to wrap it up. And then we just had this string of losses, like loss. And it wasn't just losses. It was losses to these toxic children. They were being such assholes. And just, finally, we get to like the point where I have to go. Like it's, the Duchess is waiting for me. So I'm like, all right, whatever happens in this game, we're out. And we went to overtime. And I was like, no. And so it was right down to the wire, and it was so tense because we had to win. And then we did, because I hit the ball in overtime. Yay! And it all worked out.
Yeah, but how many games had you lost up to the point of winning?
Probably like 4 in a row by that time. So it was really necessary for us to finally win.
What you're saying is it was a bit of a hollow victory then? Is that what you're saying?
Don't ever catch the dragon, Dad!
It wasn't a hollow victory. It felt good. It was, it was just one of those things where sometimes you're going to hit a rough patch and you got to just keep going. That's what Churchill said, right? When you're going through hell, just keep going.
It's because those kids were showing you your ass, you mean?
Those kids were being asses. That was the real problem.
That's kids for you.
So anyway, that's Rocket League. That's all I have to say about that. And what else do I have to talk about? Oh, yeah. So I finished Starbound. And
did you actually finish Starbound? I didn't realize. I thought it was one of these open-ended type things.
Well, it is open-ended, but it's got a story to it. I was mentioning last week about how you open up the different parts of there's these different keys you have to get from each of the races. So you got to go to each of their planets, and basically once you.
Oh, that's right. It's fight a boss, didn't you? Fight a boss.
Exactly.
So
once you fight each of the bosses, right? Then you get a key. And the last boss of those planets, the person that has the key isn't trying to fight you. He's just chilling in his castle. And then he says, hey, why don't you help me out? And he's like, drive off these cultists. And so I was driving off the cultists. And then, this is the second to last boss fight in the wherever it is. Anyway, so there's these cultists keep coming, and you eventually get rid of them. And then he's like, what's that sound? And this enormous bone dragon shows up, and it's just like, oh my God, the bone dragon, enormous dragon. And it was so frustrating, but eventually I killed the dragon, and that was cool. And then it says, oh yeah, that's the monkey one. Or I guess that's the phoenix one. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so the final boss. Well, okay, so you get all the keys, and then the person who's been helping you is like, oh, that's 5 keys. Where's the 6th key? Oh, I've had it all along. It's like, motherfucker, you could have told me that, but whatever. So, yeah, there's the bone dragon. Oh, my God, that thing's a beast. And he keeps throwing all his fire around, and you can't jump in the fire, you'll get burned. And there's all these cultists that keep showing up, so you have to keep fighting them and keep fighting the bone dragon. And it was a really hectic fight. But anyway, so they open the door, this enormous portal, and you go through it, and you end up on this new planet. And I was like, what is this? And you run around for a little while, and then I realized, oh, wait, the computer jumps on and says, hey, this looks like a planet, but it's actually one organism. And I was like, dude, I'm on Solaris. Hey-oh, Stanislaw Lem, Polish science fiction joke. Anyway, so you get down into the heart of it. And then I went down
hold on,
to the
Duke.
sewer,
Oh,
and there
Duke. You can't drop bombs like that and just
I went
carry
down the
on.
sewer, there were mice walking around on their hind legs like the future Logical Congress. Oh, somebody out there tell me you get science fiction jokes about Stanislaw Lem. Anyway, so you go down into the.
That is like a total nerd joke.
I've got a
isn't it,
similar.
really?
I've got a similar level joke. My mate farted in the office the other day. It was brilliant.
Oh, I get it. I get jokes.
So you get down to the thing, and there's this one area where you just drop. Is this enormous drop way down, and you can build shelves. Like there are these platforms you can build when you're going down into a cavern. But at a certain point, the background vanishes, and you can only build the platforms if there's a background for you to build on.
Ooh, you see.
I was like, ugh. But fortunately, I had a tech installed. It's a triple jump tech. So when I thought I was getting down low, I would jump for the second time, and then getting lower, jump again, and then jump a third time, and then I managed to land without losing too much health. And by the way, I had gotten like 100, they're called nano weave bandages. They're basically health potions that take you back up to health instantly. And so you get down into the belly of the beast, so to speak, and you're fighting this enormous eyeball thing. It's called the Ruin.
It looks like a big testicle.
Well, it's a big testicle with an eyeball in it and a heart.
Nice.
And you have to attack it, and it keeps spawning other enemies, so you have to switch between melee and distance enemies, or distance weapons. But I had a sword that shot fire, so that was good because it allowed me to switch between shooting fire and slashing with fire. But it uses this super kill beam at certain points, and then its tentacles show up, and you can't move too far to the side, and you can't stick around in the middle all the time, and it was just a really vicious thing. And I was about to do it. I went to do it for the last time while right before going to bed, and I was like, oh, I got 15 minutes before I go to bed. I shouldn't try this now because I might get frustrated and then have to go to bed angry. But then I did it. I was like, yes, I beat the game. And when you beat the game, it, you know, shows you the credits and all this stuff. And then you get in your inventory, you get like, you know, 2,000 pixels or something. I don't remember how much money you get. And then you get a little thank you card. And I was like, oh, it's cute. And you open it, and it's all the people that you've helped throughout the game. They're like, thank you. We appreciate it. You're a legend. And then the developers are like, thank you for playing Starbound. We hope you had as much fun playing it as we did making it. And I was like, well, that's cute. That's very nice of you. That's very thoughtful. So
can I just say before you move on, and I know that you're sort of in mid-speed, but someone in the chat, Inkman32 UK, has put, hi, I'm thinking of coming to the arcade club meetup in Bury, but I am 52 and I'm worried I am too old to hang out with you guys. Look, it's fine, right? Bongo.
Get out of here, Grandpa.
Yeah. Bongo, who's from Ireland, he's like 60 or something, so you'll be absolutely fine.
Yeah, and also Stewie's like 85 in his brain.
I am 85 in my brain.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's because of playing too many video games. That's why I'm like that.
I don't think it's possible to be too old to hang out with us.
Yeah, exactly.
Inkman32 UK, it is fine. You know, but as Bongo's getting there, he's not there yet. And it's fine. Like after fucking 25, like we all realise that we're all fucked anyway. So who cares about age? It doesn't matter. You fucking come. You put you down on the going list now. Now you put fucking chatted.
Put it down Facebook.
How dare you?
You're 56 years old. Where does 32 come from? Oh, he was born in 1932, probably.
What?
What?
He was born in 1932.
Definitely.
He was not born in
1932. He would be a lot older. It's a good you teach bloody English and not maths. Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. What the question then is, where does the 32 come from?
Maybe
I don't know, but you seem serious then.
Maybe he made that username like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And he thought, oh, I'll be this age forever.
This will never get old.
Maybe his row, like house number's 32. Who knows? Could be any. Could be any number of reasons.
Your username? What's your username? 621 Main Street. Fred.
Perfect.
Anyway, Inkman, you're fine. You're welcome. Yeah, now that you've said that, I might buy you a Zimmer frame just to embarrass you, but it's fine. To going back on this shit, Starbound. That's right.
Yes.
I had no idea that it was. I had no idea it had bosses and shit, Duke. I had no idea.
No, I didn't.
Bosses and shit. See, that's the thing. And when you get done, there's all these gateways you can open up, and then there's like I don't think I'm finished. I uninstalled the game because I was like, all right, I'm done with this. I can put it away now. But then I was like, wait a minute. I heard about those gateways. Maybe I should go back. And like I keep thinking about how much fun I had playing it, and I'm like, I'm gonna go back. Maybe I'll start a new game. I don't know. It's just so well done. It really appeals to me, and especially it's the graphics that I just find so good.
It is.
I think what's kind of cool for me, I'm looking at it now, and when I hear it described or I see it, I tend to think it's like a Minecraft thing in space or whatever, but 2D.
Right.
But when I look at it now, it reminds me more of a platformer game with bosses and stuff.
Like Owlboy.
Yeah, it is like
Owlboy. Platforming, and there are bosses. So
yeah, weird.
It's a really good game. They did a very good job with it. So if anybody hasn't ever played Starbound, if you like your Terraria type stuff, Check it out. You could do worse.
Yeah, it does look pretty kind of cool.
Looks good.
And there's this dude destroying. This boss took me like 6 or 7 goes. He's destroying him just by turning into the ball.
Yeah.
I never-
See, did you not use that tactic, I'm guessing?
Oh, God, no. I just got pummeled by him and then used a health potion. Or a
I
hand
see.
reef bandage, I should say. I
Lovely.
think this video that I found is no damage at all on the boss fight.
Wow, is it really? What
It's
a
insane.
fucking loser.
Yeah. Well, that's what people do.
Well,
It's
who
a
has time for that?
challenge.
Not only does he have time to do it with no damage, but record it and upload it and just oh my
Yeah,
god.
really.
Just
Nerd.
Exactly.
get a
Ugh.
job. Get a
Who can be
job.
asked?
So then I was like, okay, I had fun with the platforming and boss elements of it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I should try Celeste because everyone keeps talking about that game.
Everybody's
So-
bloody banging on about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people say it's like Super Meat Boy, except it's more of a platformer. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of neat. I'll check that out. And I looked at it and it was $20. And I said, screw this. I'll just play Super Meat Boy again.
You know, I thought you were either going to say you started playing it and hated it, or what you just said. Because when I saw you were playing Super Meat Boy earlier, I'm thinking he either, didn't like another game, or something gave him the inkling to play that again.
No, I just said I had been planning on doing another run through at some point anyway. So I actually booted. This is funny. When we were waiting for our takeout dinner to arrive, or the delivery food to arrive last night, I started up Dragon Age Inquisition.
Mm.
Ah, you didn't say it right. What's the matter with you?
I saw that,
Dragon Age
Eric.
Yeah.
I saw
But here's
that.
the thing. Yeah. So I did, and then like Origin needed to update, and then it was like, oh, put your username and password in. I was like, I don't know what my goddamn username and password is. So I used, some standard logins that I use, hoping that I wouldn't have to go look it up, and it worked. And I got in, and it was like, you have 0 games, and I'm like, what do you mean I have 0 games? What are you talking about? And I realized I used the wrong email address, but I guess I must have made an account at one point with that email address.
Oh, no.
Log out, look up the other one, and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, by the time I got it open and running, like I actually loaded the game, and as soon as it came on, the food arrived.
So you didn't play any of it, is what you're saying?
I didn't even move once. So anyway, that was pretty funny. So that's been my week in gaming.
So can I ask you? I mean, obviously you've been playing Super Meat Boy again earlier.
Oh yeah.
Does it feel like second nature? Do you feel like you've never not played it? Are you a bit rusty? How's it going?
I'm rusty, but only because there are a lot more different mechanisms than I remember. Like I remember jumping over spinning saw blades and not being allowed to touch the salt. Those are things that obviously, those are the mainstays of the game. But there's also these fans that'll blow you upward, and there's little creatures that move around. I had totally forgotten that there were creatures in the game. I thought it was just you and the environments and the dude who stole your girlfriend. So
See.
it's been 7 years. I'm surprised they haven't done a sequel yet.
Yeah.
That
And you
was
did.
an amazing hit.
Somebody born in 1932 is 52 years old, so
Well, look, when they put Super Meat Boy out in 2002, I figured, hey, this will be having a sequel soon. Get it? I made another
Joke.
math.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
Yeah, it's a joke. It's a joke. Yeah,
Right.
I get it.
Anyway, that's me done.
Is that you done? Well, I've played a few things this week. I've been to my friends again, who has the HTC Vive. So yeah, I played some new stuff on there. I played a game called Standout VR Battle Royale. I bet you can't guess what game this is based on. Any ideas? Any ideas?
Would it be PUBG?
It could be PUBG in VR.
VR.
Yeah. Now, someone's really into the VR headset when he says, look how cool this is. I can lie right down on the floor and I'm lying down in the game.
Isn't that the point of VR?
It kind of, but it looks totally stupid. He's like, look, I can
Not
crouch.
like
So he's,
VR.
yeah, and then the next thing is on his sort of elbows and knees on the floor, pretending to hold a sniper rifle. And then went on to tell me that his friend, who also has purchased this game, has bought himself a carbon fiber stick.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you might be wondering what a carbon fiber stick has to do with gaming.
No, I know.
Yeah, well, he's got himself one of those with 2 sockets for his Vive controllers.
Yep.
So he can hold it like a rifle for reals.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, getting back to the game, it's PUBG. It's very basic graphically. It's kind of fun, but has the fucking most stupid inventory system in the world.
Oh, so it is PUBG.
No.
PUBG
It's
is pretty
far. Yeah, it's not as stupid as the inventory system in this game, because in this game, when you find a rifle or something you want to take with you, you stick it to your body.
Yeah.
Like Velcro.
Yeah.
Is that what happens in PUBG?
Sounds stupid. That makes more sense. Otherwise, how are you carrying 4 guns?
No, well, they're all over the place, man. There's not in any order. You know, you've got to look
Right?
look
You got
down.
one on your left leg, one on your right leg, one on your back right shoulder, one on your back left shoulder.
Well, you better remember where you stick it.
It is, but that's what but you see other players and they look like fucking some sort of Christmas tree with some weird decorations on them, because they've got like grenades and smoke grenades and rifles and magazines and
Nice.
fuck knows what stuck to them, and like all over their body. It's
Yeah.
just the weirdest concept. I'm like, could they not have just done some sort of proper inventory system? And then on top of that, right, each gun has a different magazine, so you've got all these fucking magazines stuck all over your body, and you're not sure which magazine you need for which gun that you've got. Oh my god, it's a fucking shitstorm.
Hey, well, war is fucking stressful.
It's stressful when you're looking for the magazine, and then when you do find the magazine, you've got to put it in the clip, right, like you would normally with a real gun. Then you've got to pull the loading mechanism, whatever the fuck that is. Oh my god, you've got to learn all this shit to like just play the game.
You sound
Ugh.
so old.
Oh,
You had to
freak
put
me.
bullets in the guns. Why can't you have a laser
In
gun?
my day, the aliens came down bit by bit. They took their time.
Exactly. But that being said, it is kind of fun, even though you've got loads of shit stuck all over your body.
Does it make
it's
you
kind-
sick?
We're 2 minutes into this discussion. We haven't even talked about how well it plays.
Does it make you feel
Yeah.
sick, Stu? 'Cause
It-
it's I don't know.
It does make you feel a bit gippy. It is
Yeah.
not.
Motion sickness right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm usually pretty good as well. I very rarely ever feel sick playing a game. Like in VR, I've been fine with VR. But even this game made me feel a bit gippier. And it's got the sort of incremental turning thing that you can have turned on. I mean, this guy who's playing it here has got the full, almost normal turning around.
He's using the turning thing though.
Yeah.
No, he's using it. Yeah.
But the thing, you know, you can see him vaulting through windows and stuff. They've taken that out of the game now, so that doesn't in fact work anymore.
Why?
I'm not entirely sure. I don't know. But my mate Stevie, who's obviously
Something
playing
jumped
quite,
out of his 3rd-story window and he broke his legs.
yeah. So yeah, possible. It's quite possible.
Oh my god, what's happened to this video? The video's fast forwarded. Like, what the fucking hell.
But the other major issue with this game is there's just not enough people playing it. So you end up with a game with like 15 players on the map.
Nice.
Yeah, because obviously there's not that many people with Vive and, you know, VR headset and all that bollocks. Although the time of day probably had something to do with that, because we were playing like on a Wednesday afternoon at about 1 o'clock.
Because you're both jobless bums.
We are. That is true. That is true. But yeah, it's all right. It's okay. You know, I'm not into crawling around on the floor, so that is a bit weird.
Well, it looks like it functions.
It does function.
It's only inevitable that this thing is going to exist, I suppose.
Yeah, it's in early access at the moment. It has got positive reviews on Steam. People are liking this, you know, people who have the headset and what have you.
Oh my god, the guy on this video keeps fast forwarding it. And it's just like, who fast forwards a video? Like, why do you need to fast forward a video?
Because he wants to show you the highlights.
Well, just fucking cut it out. That's why we have non-linear. That's why we have non-linear editing tools. That's why these things exist.
That's his editing tool. Fast forward.
Yeah.
Fucking like a VCR, just like just skip this.
Time to cut things out. You just.
To fast forward it, you'd have to clip it, change the speed, alter it. It's more effort. Just fucking idiot.
Ugh. Maybe he thought it looked cooler. I don't know.
Maybe he needs a fucking job.
I did get one kill though, which was quite satisfying. And you do get sniper rifles and all that sort of stuff, but it's really weird trying to. You can sort of aim through them, but it is a bit odd. I must admit, it does feel a bit weird, and they're a bit.
Do you feel like a bit of a loser playing this game?
I think you probably look a bit like a loser, but you might not.
Do you feel a bit of a loser?
I think if you saw a video of yourself playing this game, you'd think you were.
Oh, you know what you have to do next.
Yeah. Especially when you're crawling around on the floor and shit to try and duck.
Yes.
But yeah, it was all right. It was all right. I'm not into these types of games anyway, but for a bit of fun, it were all right. It was serviceable. It looks pretty cool in VR. It was fine. So yeah, so I played that, and then the other game we played, which I forced him to buy. I went, "Oh, you should buy this. It's cheap and it's all right. It's not that cheap, but it's all right." It's called Arizona Sunshine, which is kind of a more AAA type VR experience, and this is a sort of adventure game where you're sort of stuck out in the middle of the Arizona desert and surrounding area, being attacked by zombies.
And you're cooking meth.
Yeah, so you're kind of going from point. It's kind of a bit like Left 4 Dead, I guess, in its structure. You're kind of trying to get from point A to point B, and when you get to point B, you get a checkpoint, and then obviously you start the next section of the game. So it's kind of, and it's got a proper inventory system that actually works pretty well.
Right.
So yeah, this is actually, they thought about how you could carry loads of shit on yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
What, in a backpack?
Nope. It's kind of just on you get like a utility belt.
Oh, like Batman.
Like Batman, and you clip everything to that. So it's kind of, and there's like an upper body stuff as well. Yeah, there's upper body and lower body stuff. But it looks good. The graphics look pretty good, I've got to say. They've done quite a bit of work in making this look well polished, I guess. The shooting mechanics work really, really well. It's obviously in first person again, and it's pretty difficult. There are and again, like Left 4 Dead, there are moments where there's like one set piece where you set a car alarm off, and then tons and tons of zombies come at you, and you've got to try and find somewhere where you can get your back to like a wall so they can't come from behind, and then you've got to take them all out. And there are different types of zombies. There's little ones, and there's these big tall ones that are quite hard to kill, and
some as big as your head.
Some as big as your head, like a bunch of coconuts. Yeah. But yeah, it's pretty good. This has got the point and move mechanic in it.
Fucking stupid. Yeah, fucking stupid.
Yeah. So you point
but
to
it works quite well.
I didn't feel gippy playing this, so it's obviously a much better way of doing it. Mm-hmm. So you sort of point where you want to go, press, and that's where you move to.
Dumb.
Yeah. So you teleport around the map.
Dumb.
3 VR games, you should be in a wheelchair.
Yeah, should be in a wheelchair. That would work. But this was better from a polish standpoint than Battle Royale in VR. So this sort of worked better, and it looks a lot nicer. It's a much nicer looking game.
It does
yeah, but we didn't play loads of it, but maybe played it for about 40 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour-ish. So yeah. So this was all right. So if you've got VR, I reckon this is probably a better buy than Battle Royale, but Battle Royale's okay if you can kind of put up with it. We did try to play Subnautica in VR as well, because I thought that'd be kind of cool. Yeah. Because that's got VR mode. That'd be great.
And you had to get in the bathtub and then
yeah, wet yourself, And I don't buy that. I don't mean piss yourself. But yeah, the trouble with Subnautica is it doesn't recognize the Vive controllers. So you have to have a 360 controller, and you also can't play with keyboard and mouse in VR, which is a bit weird.
Shit. You might as well not be playing a game at all. You might as well be rubbing feces on a duck.
Yeah. How do you know what I was doing last week?
I was just guessing.
So the only way you can play that in VR with a controller is by having a 360 controller, and that's the only way you can play it. Which he doesn't have, unfortunately, so we couldn't actually play that game in VR, although it looked very nice. We saw the sea, and that was it, because obviously we couldn't get beyond the sort of first screen.
Under the sea.
Under the sea. So yeah, I'd definitely recommend giving it a go, Subnautica, because it's such a great game outside of VR. So
that's
regardless.
I've never played it. I'm never gonna play it.
You got it.
I've got it, and I refuse to play it. I'm too busy playing games I've already played 1,000,000 times.
Yeah, you're just a weirdo.
Yep,
you are. And I've also played the Golf Club 2 this week. It arrived. I was like, I want me some golf because I haven't played a golf game for a while. So yeah, loaded it up, got it all in, and it looks exactly like the Golf Club.
Yay!
I've got to say, if I had the two games side by side, and maybe I'm just not remembering it the same, but I would be hard pushed to tell the difference between the two.
Well, as somebody who hasn't seen anything of the Golf Club 2, I'm looking at it right now. And the graphics look better, I would say.
Slightly. I wouldn't have said by a lot.
The UI looks cleaner. No, I'd say the environments look nicer.
Yeah, it does. I guess it does, but it didn't feel a whole lot different. I think the thing that was sort of probably most jarring is the fact that the commentator seemed to say the exact same sound bites as the original game. It didn't seem like that had changed at all. And that was a bit weird because I was expecting...
But it's golf, Stu.
I know.
You know, what do you want him to say? Oh, and the leprechaun has entered the field. That's new. You know.
I don't know. I just feel like he's still... Well, he is obviously still as sarcastic as ever.
I agree with JP Snake. GTA 5 golf or nothing is the only way to go.
Do you know, I never played golf in GTA 5 ever.
Yeah, I played golf in... I played all the sports in GTA. Yeah. It was good. Tennis.
Yeah.
Don't know what else there was. Tennis and golf.
There you go. So anyway, the first course
Conkers?
Conkers? There's no conkers in GTA.
Yes, there is.
Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Maybe. So yeah, I loaded up St Andrews, of course, because that's you've got to play St Andrews because that's like a classic course. And maybe that's why it didn't look quite as cool because I guess that's a user-generated like course rather than one that the game makers have built.
Yeah.
But it was pretty good. It was a good representation of St Andrews. I'm got the driving, and they've added this thing in now where they've got tempo. So as well as sort of making sure you hit it straight, they've got this tempo thing on your backswing and downswing, which I think they always kind of had, didn't they? Or was that just me? But I don't think it was just highlighted in the UI anywhere.
I don't know really. I'm not sure.
So you've got to be really smooth with your upswing and downswing.
Oh yeah. No, that was in. Yeah, that was in.
Yeah, but now it's highlighted on the screen whether you did it right or not.
That was also in.
Yeah, I don't know. Then maybe that's not different at all. Then
maybe not.
I don't know. It feels very similar. I'm sort of the biggest thing that I'm struggling with at the moment is putting, which I guess is like the real game.
Yep.
Because I think when I was playing the golf club the first time around, I got quite good at it. You know, the more you practice, the better you got. Whereas I'm still driving pretty well, and my sort of ground strokes are pretty good. But I get on the green, and I'm really struggling a lot of the time at the moment. I'm just not reading it as well as I should be doing. So yeah. So it's pretty good, though. I'm going to stick with it. I do like a golf game, so I am going to try and get into it. The other added features I haven't really checked out, which is they've added in these clubhouses now that you can buy.
Right.
So every time you sort of complete a challenge in the game you're playing or the course you're playing on, you get these like the golf clubs in-game currency points, whatever the hell they are. And then you can buy golf clubs like in clubhouses with them.
I'm gonna unzip my hoodie. You ready? Okay, just did it. Just
brilliant.
Just wanted to let you know because I was gonna do it, and then you were like, "Oh, there's Chinny got his pants down or something." So,
well, you might have.
I do every show.
You might have said that just to cover the fact you've got your pants down.
Cover it up. Yeah, drivers for show, put us for dough. Indeed, Step J. But Stu.
Yes.
Have you got the Golf Club 1?
I have. I've got it on PS4 and on Steam.
How much is the Golf Club?
What, the original one?
No, Golf Club 2. The Golf
I paid £14 for it off Amazon.
£14.
£14.
Fuck, it's 30 quid on Steam.
Yeah, £14 for PS4.
What
brand new.
Is this on the PS4 you're playing it then?
Yeah, I've got it on the PS4.
Okay, but you've got the Golf Club on
I've got
Steam.
Golf Club on Steam on PS4.
That's interesting because if I have it, and I'm not sure if I do, but if I do, but I don't know if I do, but if I did, which I might, but if I do,
yeah,
right, I challenge you. Whoosh! Pretend I hit you with a glove.
Well, you can still play my version of it on your Steam.
I can't play
can't
you though, can I?
Yeah, you can, because it's all like asymmetrical. So we could set up the same course and stuff. Because all the original, from what I can gather, all the original courses from the Golf Club 1 are importable into Golf Club 2. So a lot of the courses that were in Golf Club 1 are in Golf Club 2, if that kind of makes sense.
Maybe we should pick a course.
Yeah.
Step J's in the chat. He knows golf.
Yeah.
Step J, pick a course. Nothing too difficult. Nothing too cray-cray. And then me and Stu will challenge each other and come back with the result next week. How about that, Stu? You fuck.
Yeah, for sure. Because we haven't played. Like I say, we had all that stuff going on at the time when the Golf Club came out, and it was a lot of fun, wasn't it? All the different podcast players were all playing it, and all loads of people off the communities were playing it, and we had all these big tournaments set up.
It would be good to play it together, because then I could call you a big fat twat while you're taking a shot.
You could call me a big fat twat. That is true.
I don't see the Golf Club on your Steam list.
I definitely had it. I know I did. I've definitely got it. I think you're wrong on something.
Welcome to the Veteran Gamers, where we
the Golf Club is
Oh yeah, you have got it. You've got it. The Golf Club.
I've got it.
Okay, let's set a challenge up. Let's do it. And
let's do this shit.
Step J, pick a thing. Not Pebble Beach. Fuck you. Right.
I played Augusta as well, by the way, because of course you got to play Augusta. You know what I mean?
Of course, you got to. What are you gonna do? Not play Augusta?
Exactly. So yeah, so I played that, and then I'd have liked to have talked about how much I played Thumper this week.
Oh, did you not?
No, because Millie's played Thumper.
Millie.
Yeah. So what I ended up having to do with Millie playing Thumper was set up a new account for her on my PS4 because she'd already got to the boss that I was on and was about to decide to beat the boss, and I was like, no, because you can only have one game save, which is a bit of a bugger. Yeah, so you can't have more than one person playing it at once on the game. So I had to set up her a new account. Then I had to make my PlayStation a primary PlayStation or whatever, and then she could use her account to play the games that were installed on it at the same time. So yeah, she is already gone through the first level boss, and she's now on at the moment, the last time she played it, she was on the second level boss. So she got all the way to the end of the second level as well and was about to play the boss on that. But yeah, she's into the zone of Thumper. She's properly like in it. She's well impressed with it. She's very she's into that, like Super Hexagon mode where she's playing it and playing it and playing it to try and get as far.
You said she would last week.
Yeah, I was kind of right. So she is definitely in it. So yeah, she's not played as much, I think, as she's allowed to, but I think she hasn't got the same amount of time on her hands as she used to when
she's busy writing crazy stories about people witnessing murders.
I know, yeah, too right. Yeah, that's what she's doing. But yeah, she's busy with a lot of schoolwork and sort of revision and all that kind of stuff. So
Millie, forget your schoolwork. Make time for gaming.
No, yeah. Well, I joked. I said, maybe we'll have to buy you a PS4 for Christmas. And she was like, I don't know. She didn't dismiss the idea out of hand, I have to say.
Of course not.
Yeah, and obviously this week, A Way Out arrives, so we're going to play that couch co-op. So we're going to play that together. Now, I could Twitch stream this. Thing.
Oh, Twitch stream.
Yeah, Millie and I playing A Way Out and sort of seeing if we can escape from prison.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm debating doing that. I might do that. So we're gonna obviously that's gonna arrive this week, and we're gonna get sat down together, and we're gonna do some father-daughter bonding over escaping from prison. That's what we're gonna do. So yeah, we should Twitch that. It should be could be kind of fun. And that's it for me this week. That's pretty much everything I've done, and sort of like I say, I'd like to play some more Thumper. But just haven't got around to it. But it is, needless to say, Thumper is a really, really good game. When you get into the second level, they just keep adding all these more mechanics that you've got to negotiate. It just keeps playing the difficulty. Yeah, exactly. Life mechanics.
No, I said Mike and the Mechanics.
Oh, Mike and the Mechanics. I thought you said Life Mechanics. Yeah, Mike and the Mechanics. Yeah, that as well. Yeah. So yeah, it's very good. I definitely recommend Thumper to anyone who wants to be a masochist like you, Duke.
Yeah.
It's pretty difficult. So yeah, it's
but it's ultra-violent song masochist.
There you go. But yeah, it's good. It's good. And that's it for me. So
there
over
it
to
is.
you.
Came right up. Here we go.
Here we go.
Oh yeah.
Why are you alone?
And so on.
Don't ever
Christ.
play that again.
That, children, is called Gabber music. You're welcome.
I felt like someone was hammering a nail into my eardrum.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to sound like, because the album is called Killing God, and it's like, yeah.
Could you just poison him or something? Like, why do you have to? You know what I mean?
Yeah, why do you have to do it like that?
Jeez.
The other game I've been playing is Hex Cells. It's a really good game. Hex Cells Infinite. Anyway, sorry.
What?
Hex
Did
Cells.
I just miss the last 20 minutes? What happened there?
I don't know.
So yeah, anyway, Ginny, over to you.
I've made a decision,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what's that?
Uh-oh.
and I thought about the podcast and should I play new games and blah 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 blah, and then I thought, fuck them, right? I need my solo chicken dinner,
Oh shit.
so I haven't got it yet.
Oh,
But I've made a decision
been yearning
to.
for
I've made a decision to not do anything else. I'm not going to play anything else. I'm not going to fucking do anything else but play PUBG solo until I get this fucking thing.
Jenny, think how pathetic it would be if I came on every week and only talked
Exactly.
about the same game.
Exactly. And if you don't like it, I don't know, unsubscribe, whatever. But the thing is, I need this, right? And
You need it. You sound like some sort of weird addict. I
So-
need it. If I
so-
don't get it, I'll never,
on the
never live.
shut up on the screen now is almost the point that I broke, right?
Oh.
So this is there's 12 people left, and this is probably the closest I've got to it for a few months. It was ridiculously close, and this was Thursday night. I played it, and spoilers, I didn't get the chicken dinner on this attempt, but I was so close that I was shaking, and I went to bed shaking, and I was gutted, and I just lay in bed just gutted, and I woke up and I was still gutted. I was still like, oh fuck's
See,
sake.
that's the thing. I always talk about I don't want to go to sleep mad because I lost Rocket League. You very rarely win PUBG, so I would always be mad.
But the thing is, Duke, when I win, it's
Awesome.
gonna be beautiful.
But here's the thing: what you do when you finally do get it, you have to start out with like, I'm gonna get it next week. I think I was really close this week, and drag us out and make us think you did get it.
I would never do that to you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know,
I've got to. Can I just say, I've got to agree with the drunkard that this sounds really
well,
unhealthy.
Stu and the drunkard, fuck off because I'm getting it.
Jenny, did you ask Stu and the drunkard if
I
they
don't think.
thought-
Sorry, is Stu and the drunkard my father? No. So fuck them.
Yeah, but if you're going to bed shaking,
I
that
don't
is not
care.
a good
I don't
thing.
care. I'm doing this right. So this.
What does Tara think of this?
Tara
what is
just
Tara saying?
just because she's great. Tara said, "I support you. I know how important it is to you."
How many times has she rolled her eyeballs at you?
She said, "No, nothing really. She doesn't. She doesn't do that. She doesn't do that. She just
Well,
says,
she needs to.
well, you know." Anyway, right on Thursday, my first match. I mean, I hadn't attempted solo for a while. I had a break from it to try and play different games for the show, but yes, I on Thursday I decided to, play PUBG, and my first game I came third, and I was like, wow. And this is my last game. This is like, I'll try one more, and I was getting top 10. I have had top 10 so many times this week, and this was the last game on Thursday night, and I was livid. And then on Saturday morning I had a go, and I came second and third again. And Saturday night I played for 4.5 hours and didn't even get to the top 10 once. I played again today, and I think I came 4th or 3rd, very close. Yeah, and that's the way shit is gonna go now, listeners, because people give me shit and they go, "Oh, you're fucking shit." Yeah, da, da. And I played the solo on Xbox today, and I almost won it, and I sort of played it like I didn't care, and I just died outside the circle.
I mean, let's be honest here, Ginny. You haven't even had a chicken dinner on easy mode on the Xbox, have you?
No, but I don't play it on the Xbox very much, you see. But this is on the PC. It has to be on the PC. I have to do it solo on the PC. And this, at the moment, on the screen, what's happening now, I'll explain it for the listeners. I'm hiding behind a tree. I roughly know where the other person is. There's only 2 people left, including me. I roughly know where he is, right? So I'm hiding behind this tree. I've got to move forward, but he also has to move forward. So I'm sort of making the decision. I've got an M14 and a UMP, I think. And, you know, I'm doing all right. I've got, you know, level 3 backpack, and I've got 3 grenades, and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. So then what I do, which I will do in a sec, according to this video, I don't do it yet, but I run towards a tree in front of me to get into the circle. There's 20 seconds left. I run to this tree, and then I spot him. I see where he is. He's about 2 trees in front of me, and that's where I start to make the mistake. I have 3 grenades, and
I was gonna say, throw a grenade, dude.
I throw 2 of them, but I'm way too far. And I kind of know that I'm too far to throw them, but I still throw them. So I throw 2
Does that help
grenades.
you figure out where you are?
It kind of gives him an inkling. See, this run here, if I just ran to the right, to the tree to the right, I would have probably won. But as I found out, anyway, I throw 2 grenades. I don't think one got there. The second one sort of roughly got there. And then I run to the tree in front, throw the 3rd grenade, and when I watched the death cam, I realised that the 3rd grenade actually got him. So if I actually threw all 3 grenades at the right position, I probably would have got him. He healed up, and then eventually threw a grenade at me and got me. And he cooked it, and he cooked it so well, that grenade. He timed it perfectly, and he absolutely fucked me up. So, yeah, that first grenade I throw there, it hits a branch. I throw a second one. I think that gets there. And then I'm like, oh, shit. So I run to this other tree and then throw a 3rd grenade. This one, when I watched the death cam, actually hit him, but he had time to heal up. I should have charged him when I hit the grenade there. But this is the moment. Right now, I should have charged him, and I didn't. I pussied out. And look at my little face. Just look at my little face at the bottom left there. I'm just so switched on and just so desperate, and then I die and I cry pretty much. You can see me in the bottom left. I'm just crying, and I've just got my hand in my my head in my hands.
Oh, close, man. Because your body is ready to give you super juice or utter devastation.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Because the closer you are, the more painful it is when you don't make it.
Yeah. And there's the death cam. And and like, you laugh, Stu, right? But when this happens to me, if you used to laugh at me at that moment, I would probably seriously tell you to fuck off.
I'm sure you would. I am sure you would.
I was fuming.
Oh my god.
Fuming. And you know, this game makes me do so. I mean, once I've got this solo chicken dinner, I won't do, you know, with squads and duos, you know, I very rarely lose my temper, right? But this game makes me like smack the table, push the keyboard away. It makes me do all that stuff, you know.
So let me ask you this: were you able to tell how little health he had after you hit him with the grenade?
Yeah, like he had about a quarter left.
Wow.
So if I'd after I threw that grenade when he was healing, if I'd have just charged him, I'd have got him. Yeah. Or if I had wasted my 2 grenades on him, if I just throw all 3 from that tree, I would have got him, because he'd have to come out. And it's man, it's tough. It's a tough pill to swallow. But yeah, but that's all I'm doing now. So if you're listening to the show thinking, oh, I want to play different games and stuff, well, tough, because everybody's giving me shit about this PUBG shit. So I'm gonna do it. And when I get it, right, Stu ain't
Yeah.
gonna be satisfied. I realise this. He's gonna be, well, it took you fucking long enough, you fucking idiot. All right. You know, everybody did it quicker than you. I know that. So I know that there's no win for me, really. But it's just a matter of getting it now.
I just no. In all seriousness, I do hope you get it soon because, like,
I don't want your
God,
pictures,
I
Stu.
can't keep hearing about this. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So you punished yourself really there, Stu, because now because you've given me so much shit for it. I'm so stubborn about it that I'm not gonna play anything else until I get this fucking thing.
Well, I hope it's quick. I do hope it's quick.
I bet you
know, we
do,
can get
because
this out
The
of
Witcher
way.
3 sitting there, you know. The only thing that would make me not play this anymore is Red Dead 2, and that's a long way away. So I've got plenty to do.
Yeah. Oh well. I guess we'll just have to wait. and see
So
what
enjoy,
happens.
listeners. I hope you enjoy it.
Hopefully, we can get this sorted out pretty quickly. Hopefully, you'll get your head together when you're in that final 2 and do the right thing, man. I'm sure
Yeah.
it can do. I'm sure you can do it. I'm sure you can do it.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. It'll be
The
fine. Honestly.
weird thing is, though, when I play the Xbox, I played one solo game and I wasn't even that bothered. You know what I mean? I don't get nervous or anything when I play the Xbox version. I don't know why.
Same pressure's not there, is it? Because
No.
you're psychologically now you've got this barrier there because you want to do this solo chicken dinner on the PC version,
Yeah.
and you're struggling. So of course you're going to be more tense and more
Yeah.
stressed about it.
Yeah. And yeah. Oh well, never mind, eh?
It'll happen eventually. I mean, law of averages says that it'll happen eventually, doesn't
You
it?
gotta
really?
do what? You gotta believe.
Yeah. It's just when you get to that final, all it is he's getting to the final 10, and then getting to the final 10 and then having luck on the circle. That's what it comes down to. And the problem with PUBG is that if you don't, there is a bit of luck involved. Do you know what I mean? Like sometimes you can do everything right, and then the circle just fucks you over, and then you're done. So yeah, it's annoying, but
Yeah, I mean, I guess to an extent, the one where you just nearly got it there was probably about as equal as it could be between the two of you because you both were just hidden behind a tree, weren't you?
pretty
really?
much, yeah. So I couldn't have asked for a better sort of situation, really. Like that was like the ideal situation, and I fucked it. So I deserve to never play video games again. To be honest, I don't know.
You never know. That might have been his first chicken dinner. Who knows?
It probably wasn't. He seemed like he was a good player. He was moving a lot and everything. I could tell he was pretty good. And he cooked that grenade. That was if I'd have cooked. Oh, I've just played it so many times in my head.
No, just stop. You can't go back.
Like, oh man, be here now.
Let
dude.
it go. Let it go.
Yeah, on the screen now, actually, there's one where I get to the last 5. Last 9. Yeah, I get pretty close here as well. This is on the desert map. Yeah, it's just and this circle's ridiculous because it's on a hill. I'm exposed, and sometimes like this is the last 10, and I just know on this one I'm never gonna get anywhere near it. But I think I get third on this, so I get pretty close. But the guy who spots me in the end, he's just got such a good view on me.
See, they should give you some sort of little trophy for getting second or third. I know that is me being like a namby-pamby.
Yeah, to be honest with you, though, I don't think Chinny would care.
I couldn't give a shit if they.
Yeah, he
fucking
doesn't
gave
want
me
second or third.
10
Whether you get a trophy or not, man.
Yeah.
Fucking I couldn't care if they give me 20 quid if I came second. Like it wouldn't bother me. I just need to get this first. Yeah, I'm just trying to.
Yeah, you get a Kentucky man for second place.
Yeah, so it's. Haven't you heard they haven't got any chicken? But anyway.
I know. Yeah. I think they've sorted it out now. They went back to the original supplier with Cap in hand and went, "Please give us some chicken."
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, something like that one I just lost on the screen there, and I don't get mad about that one so much because, he had a better view than I did. There wasn't much I could do, so I don't really get angry about someone killing me when it's, I know like there's not much I could have done there.
You were in a shit place.
On the screen now is the death cam, and you see from his point of view, like he's got a clear shot. There's nowhere I could have gone. There's not much I could have done. He's maybe shot him a bit quicker or shot him a bit earlier, but that one that I just showed in by the tree, like that was all me. Do you know what I mean? All those mistakes that I made was all me, and there wasn't much I could do. So, yeah, it's a frustrating game, PUBG, but fuck it.
That is PUBG in a nutshell, isn't it? Really?
Anyway, that's enough for PUBG. Fuck it. It's done.
Is that enough for PUBG?
Yep.
Are we done? Are we done with PUBG?
Yep.
Putting news first.
Exactly an hour on what you've been playing. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Yes, Nintendo have been at it again. Nintendo are at it. Because not only with Labo do you get these insanely expensive bits of cardboard to attach to your controllers, because we know that's what's coming, but they've now introduced Labo Garage.
This is opening up for the developers.
Yeah, no, developers, for the standard users.
I mean, right, that's what I mean by developer, like the developer kit. It's for people to play around with.
Yeah, so it basically lets...
Interesting.
Yeah, so this lets sort of your average Joe make your own Labo stuff.
Sex toys.
Sex toys that vibrate. Yeah,
right.
When you press a
or
knob.
One on the horizon.
Yeah, so it's an input-output process system, so you can combine a specific controller action, movement, or signal with a process and then an output. So, for example, programming a shake of the Switch's Joy-Con, add the process of counting a certain number and have it react to make an explosion noise or vibrate.
Ooh, explosion noise.
Hence, vibrator.
So it's very basic programming tools, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, so you can program it to emulate a guitar or anything of that nature. So if you shake it up and down in the right way, it's like strumming a guitar, for instance, is another example of that.
I think this is going to lead to some pretty interesting stuff.
Well, this is kind of like an evolution of Little Big Planet, is what I thought when I first saw it.
I can see why you thought that, yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because this is kind of a real life version of a lot of the stuff you're doing in Little Big Planet.
I see it more like a really basic Kinect sort of stuff. You know, where people got the Kinect and started doing weird shit with it. That's what I sort of see it as. I think somebody's going to come up. There's going to be quite a few interesting things that come out of this. I think this is cool. I'm not smart enough to know what to do it myself. Maybe I would have a little bit of a go at it, but I feel like, you know, if I got Labo and they did some download store or something, I'd be up for trying some weird shit.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, this is more what we were, you know, what I was expecting it to be like, you know, rather than just these pre-assembled and pre-made kits that you buy and then use. You know, we even talked about this, didn't we, when they first announced it and said how cool would it be if they opened it up and let you make your own stuff, and that's exactly what they're doing,
there you go.
Which is a really smart move, I think, by
well, you've got to have the pre-made stuff, because some people just don't have that kind of information. Do you know what I mean? That kind of skill where they can do that, whereas some people do. Some people are very good at it. So you've got to give them the tools to come up with the ideas. Do you know what I mean? So like,
yeah,
the pre-made kits is like, this is what we did, and this is how we did it. I'm sure that in the garage sort of software they show you sort of how they did it, and then it's off to them. So they learn what's been done so far, and then they start working out stuff. I think this is going to lead to some cool ideas.
Now, what I want to know is this. Because obviously it doesn't. I don't think it says this anywhere in this trailer or anything like that. But once these people have invented this really cool shit, will there then be a place to upload it for other users to see and download?
I'd imagine, yeah.
Because it's Nintendo we're talking about here. Let's be honest.
Yeah, but they also made Mario Maker, so
yeah. Because that would make it super cool then if you could download.
Well, that's Mario Maker, isn't it? That's Mario Maker. So they did it with Mario Maker. They can do it with this.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty innovative. I've got to say, I am kind of impressed with what they've come up with here. You know, I was a little bit skeptical when I first saw it, but I can see how this could be really cool. Like you say, you know, people who have loads of imagination and design skills could be making all sorts of crazy stuff that you wouldn't even think of.
The next generation of developers, man. That's who'll be working on this. All the kids. They were like making shit.
Yeah, kids will be making loads of shit.
Might inspire them to make actual video games.
You never know. You never know. It is kind of cool though. So I've got to hand it to Nintendo. I am pretty impressed.
We flash forward 6 months or whatever. and we'll be doing a news story where somebody's done this with the Labo.
Yeah, with Labo.
Yeah. Somebody's
Yeah.
created a
Controls
whole...
their smart home with Labo.
Exactly. Somebody has designed their Labo to cook them a steak, you know.
Yeah. It could be all sorts of crazy stuff. Yeah, the BAFTA game nominations are out, and Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice has 9 nominations.
Yeah, I'd imagine it would be.
Yeah, including Best Game, which is really great for them, and it sold more than 500,000 copies, which doesn't sound a lot, but is actually pretty good for a game like this. So that's pretty impressive that they've done so well with it. So well done to Ninja Theory for doing so well, really, I guess. Sony's PlayStation 4 smash hit Horizon Zero Dawn has 8 nominations. And What Remains of Edith Finch has 7, I think. So that's doing pretty good. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild has 5, as does wonderful and inspired puzzle game Gorogoa. I have no idea what that even is. Any ideas what that is?
Nope.
I've never. Is that how you pronounce it? I have no idea.
Don't know.
Gorogoa? Gorogoa. I don't know. It's on iOS and PC anyway, so there you go. So there you go. What else is doing well? 4 nod tier are Cuphead, Night in the Woods, Uncharted Lost Legacy, and 3 nods are Assassin's Creed Origins, Monument Valley 2, PUBG, and Super Mario Odyssey. On the 2 nod tier are Snipperclips, Fortnite, and Nier Automata, and The Sexy Brutal, and Bury Me My Love, which again I have no idea what that game is. So there you go. So the nominations are out, and I guess we'll wait and see who wins. It would be cool for Ninja Theory to take a few home. You'd have to think they're going to with 9 nominations, but you can never tell.
No, you never know how these things are going to work out.
You know. So well done to them for the nominations, regardless of what happens from there. Yeah, new Tomb Raider game release date has been announced.
Oh.
So Shadow of the Tomb Raider is coming on the September the 14th.
Ooh.
And there is no console exclusivity this time around. It's on everything at the same time.
Bam.
Bam.
You excited about the new Tomb Raider?
I like the Tomb Raider game, so I haven't any reason why I shouldn't be. I'm more excited about this most like AAA titles that come out in the autumn or fall in America, I guess. So yeah, I like the last one, so there's no reason I shouldn't like this.
I like the first one better. You know, I'm talking about the reboots.
Yeah.
I like the first one better than the second one. I feel like they're gonna have to pull something out of their sleeve, something else, because like the third game in the series, you know, I think this is kind of
a make or break. So
it is a make or break, and I feel like after the third one, like what do they do? Do they do another one? The fourth is always tricky. So do they end it? Do they close it off? Do they? I don't know. Do they kill Lara Croft? Maybe. I'm not sure, but the third one is a tricky one. Third one can go either way. I feel like because by the third game they need to learn the lessons of the first and the second, and you know hopefully it's the best one. But I don't know. I'm
got to be honest. I mean, watching the trailers, it does look very cinematic, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, but this is you know, CGI, not in game sort of nonsense. So
yeah.
Blah.
Anyway, let's hope it's better than the movie because that is getting slated at the moment.
Of course it is.
Yeah, because I was going to go and watch it this week, and then I said to Sean, I'm like, nah, let's go and watch something else because it's getting panned by the critics. So yeah, so we're looking at potentially going watching Ready Player One next week instead.
Right.
Which could equally be rubbish. We've no idea, but I've got higher hopes for that than I have for Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Steven Spielberg's involved, so it should be all right.
Well,
I reckon it's onto a safe win there.
We'll see. He's made shit films.
I know he has, but he's got a good track record, hasn't he?
Oh,
so hopefully it should be fine. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the actual game though. You know, more so than the movie. So what else have we got in news? Let's have a look. Tamagotchis are back. Have you seen this?
Yeah.
What? Yeah, remember the old Tamagotchis? Oh yeah, I remember these things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but they're back on iOS and Android, so you can have your Tamagotchi on your phone now.
That makes sense.
Yeah, no more worrying that the woman at the supermarket is going to scan it and wipe it off. You remember that?
No.
No.
Who did?
Yeah, there was a big thing about. Yeah. Did you have a Tamagotchi, Ginny?
Yeah.
Stupid bullshit.
I think you don't realise that I was like, I don't know, fucking
12,
10. 13 when this shit came out. So
yeah, probably were.
The trailer's interesting because the trailer, let me just skip it back, is a young girl in 1997, which I was 11 in 1997, 12 maybe.
And now it's the woman.
And you know, she's got a Tamagotchi and she's going to school. 2005. I
Classic game. What game? Feed me.
2005. The Tamagotchis. I never bothered. But today, she's a mom.
Whatever. If anybody ever
kids to look after pets, man, what's your problem?
Duke's trying to say something.
If anybody out there ever read Foxtrot, you remember when Paige got a Tamagotchi, and that was very funny because she was like, "Hey, idiot, feed me."
So I'm not sure how I feel about this Tamagotchi. I suppose it's trying to get onto the old Pokemon Go
nostalgia trip, isn't it? That's what it is.
Sort of Pokemon Go sort of stuff as well, isn't it? I just did a shit.
Yeah, you can have it in VR, like augmented reality in your room with you and all that sort of kind of crazy stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I've found the app on my phone.
Are you going to download this now? Is it free? I'm assuming it's free.
Yeah, of course it is. There you go. That's me downloading it.
Wow.
And I will report back next week. So maybe I'm not just going to be playing PUBG after all.
You're like, I didn't play PUBG because I was too busy looking after my Tamagotchi.
I gotta keep him alive.
Yeah, so there you go. You want a Tamagotchi again? You want to relive your ill-spent youth looking after your Tamagotchi? Now's your chance.
I'd prefer it because it looks all like modern and 3D, but I prefer it if it still looked like monochrome screen. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
there should be a monochrome mode at least, shouldn't there?
Yeah.
Where you can have like it originally looked. Yeah. Anyway, there's been some legal wranglings this week.
Okay.
Legal wrangling because there was some people, some modders making Fallout 3 in the Fallout 4 engine.
Yeah, I heard about this.
Yeah, it's been cancelled because they've had a cease and desist off Bethesda going, I don't think you can do this anymore.
Good. Fuck them.
So basically, this
I don't really think that.
Why are you mad at them? What's the problem?
I don't know. I have no feeling. Duke is the problem. I don't really. It doesn't affect me in any way. I don't plan on going back to Fallout 3 or Fallout 4 anytime soon. I think they're both. If I want to play Fallout 3 or Fallout 4, the graphics of Fallout 3 isn't what stops me. If you know what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. I feel the same way. I think it's really dumb. But I also think it's dumb for Bethesda to be like, stop doing that.
If Bethesda made it, well, the reason why they stopped it, obviously, is because they're probably doing it.
What? Why would they do that? It's not that better of an engine.
But like, it looks better, doesn't it?
Slightly.
And that would make money, wouldn't it?
Because let's see why. Let's see why they did it. Let's find out why.
Because they fucking releasing one themselves.
So anyway, they released a statement. And this is what they said.
Oh, a statement, big dicks.
Yeah. Here we go. Let me get an accent ready. Here we go.
Stu, I'm just gonna nip this in the bud now. Maybe you should not do the accents when you do the news.
Anyway, this is what he said.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Recently, we had communicated with Bethesda and shit regarding our plan method to implement the voice acting and other audio from Fallout 3 into the Capital Wasteland and shit. During this conversation, it became clear that our planned approach would be like raise some serious red flags that we had unfortunately not seen and shit. And as a result, both not being able to use the existing voice acting due to licensing issues, but also not having resources to record new dialogue. As the old sprawling mods do, Nathan said the team decided to call it quits and shit.
So, what you've taken from my accent is that I say and shit a lot at the end of stuff.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
you didn't.
Yeah, you do it all the time.
Okay. I'm just thinking what to say next. Is that what I sound like? Is that what I sound like to you, Stu? Is that...
Oh, all the time.
All the time. I think that's actually a perfect sort of rendition of your voice there that I just did.
I thought that was you doing.
I know.
No, that was
Wait,
Stu.
thought
Actually.
you were speaking and doing the news, didn't you? For
Yeah.
a second. So yeah, so it's not that Bethesda have told them to stop, but basically, if they use the original voice files from Fallout 3, that would
But
be
again, who
deemed
cares? Why does
illegal.
Bethesda care?
God knows.
I
They've
think
obviously-
they
they've obviously
care
contacted
because
Bethesda and gone, can we do
It's
this?
just
And they've
about
gone,
protecting their intellectual property.
I think they
Yeah.
care because they might be doing it themselves, a remaster, or if they want to do it themselves in the future, but they haven't got any plans to. Yeah, the drunkard in the chat says, why would they stop them? Some people are making Morrowind in the Skyrim's engine. Probably because they can't be fucking bothered to do it themselves. What if they've got a little team going, hey, you, make Fallout 3, but Fallout 4 graphics, you fucking dicks. And then they find out some mods are doing it, like, no. So, you know, I think it's suspicious that they don't stop the Morrowind people, but they do stop the Fallout 3 people. You never know. E3 this year.
you never know.
Predictions. Fallout 3
Yeah.
remaster.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm very disappointed this week. I'm very disappointed because I wanted to play the roguelike dungeon crawler Omega Labyrinth Z.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did. It looked really good. It had some anime characters with big cleavage and large breasticles and stuff, and I was like, yeah, I'm up for this. But unfortunately, the ratings board in the UK has gone. The VSD rating board believes that this content in a game which would have strong appeal to non-adult players is an issue which would be unacceptable to the majority of UK consumers, and more importantly, has the potential to be slightly harmful, or significantly harmful, should I say, in terms of the social and moral development of younger people in particular. So it's basically saying it's presented like a anime game, but it's actually got sex and stuff in it.
So let me just explain what's happening in the trailer, Stu. Of this game that I've just discovered. So there's lots of flashing and moving and animation, right? Oh, there's lots of things I need to talk about here. And there's anime character, female characters that, you know, typical sort of anime.
Insensible clothing. I'm sure they're wearing normal.
So
clothing.
what happens is their breasts are slightly revealing, and then they flash, and then they just enlarge, and their bras pop out. So that's a start. And then the W.
The thing about the sort of game is that it's so polished, and then they make it into like child molester girl game.
But the thing is, the W on the logo is also aligned with the lady's boobs behind it. So
very clever.
Clever marketing, that is.
So yeah.
Yeah.
We're not losing a gem, are we?
No, so basically it's been banned in the UK as well, apparently, and we're not the only country it's been banned in.
To be honest, if I was the head of the you know, the board rating, I'd be like, I'm banning this not because of the sex, because to save everybody some time, because this is awful. And
Stupid.
you need to not play this. But yeah. So
yeah, apparently the object of the game is to collect underwear and bras and rub up women's bodies using touch controls in order to free them from imprisonment so they can join your party. In the first game, one of the goals of the protagonist was to increase her breast size, apparently.
It's weird because you can watch all of this on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like, surely it's easier for a child
I've got to say,
watch it
there are
on
some-
YouTube.
There are some things that sound very wrong in this. For instance, in one minigame, the player is given the objective to sexually arouse a sleeping child holding a teddy bear while she's verbally rejecting it.
Ugh.
Yeah, maybe that is probably a step too far, I would have said.
I would say.
The whole game's a step too far. Stupid
But
bullshit.
it's weird because if there's an English version, if there's an American version or whatever, some kids can just watch it online. So for them to ban it draws more attention to it in a way.
Oh yeah, so there might be now some kids going,
So
"Oh,
they're
I
like,
see
oh,
what
yeah,
this is
fucking-
all about."
Oh, it's so sexy that it got banned, so I'll watch a video on it. And it's strange. I don't know, but it does sound like a weird game. Maybe it is for the best that it got banned. Actually,
Yeah, probably. Anyway, moving on.
Notice that Stu
play-
reads every news article that he's found. I sort of whittle them down.
well, you just
What?
fucking
We've
skip
got through
over
what you've been
shit.
playing
There's
earlier.
not
What
much left. There's not much left. Shut up.
Next.
Shut up. Anyway, this week, a port of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, PUBG, has been released in Canada on iOS. Have you seen this?
No.
Yeah, it's been released on iOS, and they're doing like a bit of a test, I believe, from what I can gather. And apparently, it's pretty good. It's been out in sort of China, I think, in the sort of that sort of region for quite a while on mobile.
Yeah. I know there's a Fortnite mobile app.
Yeah.
That apparently you can crossplay on there. So yeah, and also apparently it works very, very well.
Well, apparently this is the official one endorsed by the proper PUBG makers.
Well, yeah,
so
the
this,
Fortnite, Fortnite is also like the proper Fortnite, like so.
Yeah. But yeah, it's getting. Apparently, it is going to be rolled out in stages across the world at some point, so you will be able to play this on your tablet soon.
I found a video of it, and it's PUBG. I don't know what you want.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can read all the text very easily, so this doesn't look like PUBG.
I'm not sure. Like, if I'm at work or something, or I'm on a train, I'm like, I've just really got to play PUBG. Got to get the marble out.
Then the train ride, it will be lovely, smooth, everybody riding along, and suddenly, fuck, god damn it!
Just punch the guy next to me. Just fuck. Yeah. Yeah.
So you're gonna give this a go, Chinny?
I think it might be interesting to give it. I think it might be interesting to give all the knockoffs a go. Do you know what I mean? It would be interesting to play.
Loads of those.
It'd be interesting to play.
We should do like knockoff week where Chinny plays all the PUBG knockoffs, I play all the Rocket League knockoffs.
Yeah.
And Stu, what knockoffs could you play?
He could play all. He could play all the.
Pigeon fucking knockoffs.
Yeah.
What about a game with knockers in it?
Yeah.
Does that count? Is that close enough?
The knockoff knockers. Yeah.
The knockoff knockers.
Yeah. I'd try it. I don't think it wouldn't be my default way of playing. Hey, I'm sitting at home. I've got some video game time to do. I'm like, hey, Marsh, do you want to play PUBG? Yeah, I'll jump on Xbox. Whoa. Get your phone out, mate. It's time to...
Yeah.
No,
what's the matter with you? Get your iPhone out.
What are you doing? Put the Xbox away. Right, it's time to play on the mobile. It's happening. I would try it, and if it was good, then maybe I would play it a little bit more. But I'm not that arsed, to be honest. I've got many other ways to drain my phone battery, and playing PUBG on it isn't one of them.
Moving on. What Remains of Edith Finch publisher reveals new game called Outer Wilds. Sounds kind of cool. So, yeah, shut up, you.
What's that tumble? Is there a tumbleweed?
Oh, we weren't interested in the other game, and you're going to be interested in this game.
Outer Wilds is a first-person sci-fi adventure developed by Mobius. See, Mobius, you see? Do you see what they did there? I kind of like that. Mobius. It's described as open-world mystery.
Wait. What did they do?
Well, they're called Mobius Digital, and the game is trapped in an endless time loop. Because that's what a Mobius is.
You're acting like that's some sort of amazing revelation.
It's kind of cool. Anyway, it's described as an open world mystery and takes place in a bizarre solar system trapped in an endless time loop. Time plays a major role, with locations and secrets appearing or disappearing in a chronological lockstep.
Isn't that exactly what happened in Edith Finch?
No. What Remains of Edith Finch is you're finding out how all the different family members died.
And you keep going through the same thing over and over again.
No,
they only have one idea.
Kind of like an infinite time loop.
Not really, because it's all the different family members. You're not in a time loop as such.
Well, how many?
There's loads of different generations of the Finches, and you're basically wandering through this house, finding out how each Finch met their demise. That's what the game's
This game
about.
looks weird.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it will, because Edith Finch is weird, but cool.
Explore a handcrafted solar system. Okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
Oh my God, guys! You know what I just realized? I was doing like research on the people who made Super Meat Boy. You know what the team is called that made it?
Hold on.
Team Meat. Team
Team
Meat, is
Meat,
that
oh,
right?
that's
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
You see what they did there? Because the game is called Super Meat Boy, and the company is
Yeah,
called.
but come on. Only
Stop it, Stu.
nerds.
Just let it
Only
go.
nerds know what a Mobius
No,
is.
no,
Only
no.
nerds know what a Mobius is. Let's be honest here.
Really?
I bet Chinny didn't know what a
That's
Mobius was.
verified, unusual thing. People have no idea what a Mobius is. Get over yourself.
Shut up. Anyway, so that's coming. Yakuza Kiwami 2 has got a release date announced for the West. Oh yeah, baby. So it's double Yakuza yet again this year. So we've got Yakuza 6 coming out in April, of course. And then Kiwami 2 comes out on August 28th. Man, I am playing some serious Yakuza for a second year running. Because fuck me, I love these games. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this coming out. So put it in your diary, people. You like Yakuza? It's on the August the 28th, people. Get it down in your diary. So, you know, that's super quick.
You said get it down in your diary twice.
I know. Well, I want to make sure people do it.
You only did it twice.
And
I know if I'm playing a game, I don't really put it in a diary. I just
put it down in your diary, man. You know, you need to know the
No,
date.
it's about release dates. In the same way that people are like waiting by their phones for the show to come out on Thursday, and if it were to come out on Tuesday, they'd be like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Yeah. Anyway, final story. A bit more somber. Because sadly Stephen Hawkins sadly passed away this week.
Did.
Yeah, which is kind of sad, bless him.
That has nothing to do with video games.
Except
does it?
Oh, does it? Because EVE Online players paid tribute to Stephen Hawkins by lighting beacons galaxy-wide.
What?
Which does look pretty cool, I have to say. It does look pretty cool. So basically what they did is...
nerds in a nerd game did a nerd thing. A nerd died.
Did, because a nerd died. But he's a very clever nerd, to be fair.
Yes, he was a very clever nerd.
But apparently the beacons...
I mean, was he? Was he that clever?
Was he?
Do you know what I mean? I read the universe in a nutshell. Boring. No one dies at the end.
No one dies at the end. Apparently, as well, he's written the end of written what he sort of a theory on how the human race is going to end on his deathbed.
Robots.
Yeah. Yeah, he's saying AI is the problem.
Yeah.
AI is the problem.
Yeah, Stephen Hawking was a big believer in AI killing us.
Yeah.
Whereas I think it'll just be us. I think it'll be global warming that'll kill us.
Well, he said the other problem is overpopulation as well.
Yeah.
So just basically, basically there's going to be so many people on the world that there won't be enough resources left for everybody.
I think 12 billion. I think 12 billion is the cutoff. I think.
Yeah.
I think after that we're fucked.
Yeah. So won't be long. We'll soon be screwed. Future generations of us will be dead.
So,
and he said that if we are going to have automation, which we are, we should take all of the resources, the wealth that the robots make, and split it up equally among all of us, instead of the people who own the robots getting all the wealth and the rest of it for scrap.
What are you talking about?
Oh my god, that is so dumb, dude. Then everybody would be equal. And then who can I laugh at then?
I know, right?
Ugh, that's not how the world works.
Depends on us, doesn't it?
Step J's talking about a theory where we level out about 11, 12 billion people because third world countries won't have as many babies because babies won't die as easily. I'm not sure how true that theory is, but it's a theory. It might work out. I don't know. Don't have any babies. How about that?
Yeah, stop having babies,
stop
people.
Shagging
what is the matter
around.
with you? God.
But that theory doesn't really take into account the people that have affairs, get women pregnant. You know, my friend has got 4 children. He's not in a third world country.
I'll tell you what, that doesn't take into account.
He's just a bloody sperm donor. He just loves it.
What that doesn't take into account are people who have like 5 lads because they want to have a baby girl.
Yeah.
And just keep popping them out until they try and get the one they want because they don't really want a lad, they want a girl, or they don't want a girl, they want a lad. Oh my god.
I was the last hope for my parents to be a girl because they had 2 boys, and I popped out. And the only saving grace about me is that I wasn't ginger. That was the only well, he's not a girl, but the good news is He's not a Ginga, so you've
He's not.
You know.
Well, not yet. We'll
Not-
see what happens.
yeah, my beard is getting there. Yeah, so he's gonna do a lot better in life. Is the outcome. But there you go.
Yeah.
The chat is getting into this
Oh, it's
popularity
getting deep,
problem.
man. It's getting deep.
Okay, JP and Step J are getting into this. Is it like this debate about the world? There's less war. I've watched those YouTube videos as well, Step J. I understand, but this is not a show about politics, population problems, and global warming. This is a show about fucking nerds playing stupid shit and trying to get chicken dinners. So let's avoid this topic. Or not getting chicken dinners.
People in East Timor, Step J.
Yeah.
as-
Anyway, so R.I.P. Stephen Hawkins. He was a great man.
Did you know him?
Yeah, I knew him personally. Actually, he was quite a good lad. He loved a bit of PUBG. To be fair, just before he was popping his
Oh,
clogs,
yeah.
he
Loved
was
it.
playing PUBG all the time.
Always
was.
playing it.
Always.
Playing it.
Always. He developed
Yeah.
a system where he just thought his movement and then it just did it on screen. That's how clever he was.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, we shouldn't take the mickey anyway. That's probably.
We're
a
not
wrong-
taking the mickey. We're just saying that he liked PUBG. Well, I'm not.
He liked
We're not
PUBG,
taking the
yeah.
mickey out of him.
No, he liked PUBG.
Well, he loved it. He was
He did.
always talking about it. Well,
He was a massive PUBG fan.
typing about it. But yeah, you get the idea.
Anyway, so that's the news. That's it. We're done.
So now it's email.
Yeah, Ginny is the email person.
Whoa, that ruled.
Masochist.
No. What was the
Stop.
date? What was the date last Sunday? Is this? I don't know.
I don't know. 11th, I think. Was it? 11th?
Right. Okay. Oh God, I hope I haven't missed anyone because I wasn't prepared to do
Well,
this.
I apologize. I don't know why I'm not getting them. They've just not been coming to me anymore.
That's correct. It is. It is more Stuart's fault than mine.
It's some technical reason.
Yeah, it's highly technical.
I don't know what that
Why?
reason is, but there's a technical reason why I'm not getting them anymore.
Okay, so this first one is from Humper.
Humper, stick it up your jumper.
Humper, stick it up your jumper. Long time. Hi guys, he says. Long time listener, first time emailer. Why Stu a prick? No, he didn't say that. That's me. I've just noticed that they're releasing a Commodore 64 Mini, much like the SNES Mini. As an old boy, the C64 was a massive part of my teen gaming experience. Did you guys have one of these? And was there any games that you look back fondly of, for example, with friends or on your own? Cheers, Humper from Australia, Duke.
Wow, Humper from Australia. Wow, it's impressive.
Yeah, thanks for writing in from Australia.
Duke,
Yes.
Duke. Perform, monkey. Come
Is
on.
that what you're asking?
Yes,
What was he asking about? What do we have?
Australia.
It's from Australia, Duke.
I know. I heard you say he's from Australia. What was his question?
Oh, did you
You
have a
don't.
Commodore 64?
You're telling
when
me
you
you're
was a
not gonna.
kid?
You don't.
I
You
did-
don't
of
have
course
any.
I'm not. I'm not a monkey that just plays whatever
Just play the
sound clips
fucking
you want.
clip.
All right, fine. I'll play it. Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
That's every time you
dear.
tell me what to play.
Oh,
You don't
God.
tell me what to play. I tell you what I'm gonna play.
Okay.
Yeah, Duke plays what he wants when he wants.
So what he
Damn
asked.
right.
What he asked was. Did anybody play?
Suck on that.
Your prick.
Yeah,
So
suck it
what he
on,
asked was. Did anybody play the Commodore 64? And are there any games that you liked back in the day?
I spit on the Commodore 64 because
Oh.
I had a Spectrum.
I'll tell you, my friend had a Commodore 64. I had an Apple IIe, and the game industry's desire to not make a lot of games for Apple computers started early. So my friend had a lot of access to video games that I didn't have. So for instance, I remember he had this Ghostbusters video game back in the day. It was Choice, and I used to go to his house to play it a lot. And we didn't have it for the Apple. They just didn't make it. So
Yeah, well,
Um,
let's be honest. He made very little for the Apple.
well, that's true. And that's the point, is that, you know, games and Macintosh and Apples, they just didn't happen. There were some games that were made specifically for it. I remember the first Myst game was only Mac when it first came out. And then they made a version for the PC.
Yeah.
And it was like,
I mean, I remember my friend, I had a ZX Spectrum and he had a Commodore 64. And I've got to admit, right, I have to say it, and I've got to be honest, it did have better graphics, it did have better colors, it did have better sound. In fact, it was pretty much better than the ZX Spectrum.
But in England though, in Britain, the Spectrum was more popular, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, it was massive because it was cheaper as well. The Commodore 64 was more expensive to buy.
Yeah.
But it was better. I can actually admit it was better. But I did love my Spectrum. But that being said, I did used to go to Mason. We used to play quite a bit on his Commodore 64. And one of the best games on there that I remember playing was Rambo, which was obviously a film tie-in. But it was actually pretty good. It was a pretty good game. I don't know whether you can find some footage of Rambo on the Commodore 64.
The thumbnail of this video is Rambo. Yep, found it. There you go.
And I remember this being really, really good. And it was like, it was a bit like, I'm just trying to think what the best sort of description
Zelda?
of it is. No, it was not. It was nothing like
the view
Zelda.
is like Zelda.
Yeah, it's kind of asymmetric, I guess. But yeah, it was pretty good. I remember playing this and thinking it was amazing. I look at it now and I think, God, that looks a bit shit. But yeah, back in the day, I thought it was amazing.
What did you say, Duke?
I was gonna say maybe we'll look back at, you know, Rocket League and be like, oh, those graphics suck in 10 years. I don't think. I think the diminishing returns is happening, but anyway.
So R-Type. Oh, that was a good game as well. Oh, so many good games.
Let's just sit here and remember games that we played back in the day.
We are the better games. To answer Humper's question, I'm a little bit too young for the Commodore 64. The first console I remember in my house, or in my mum and dad's house, was the Amstrad CPC 464. That was the one that we had, mainly because my dad couldn't afford to buy us like the fancy shit, so I think he found it somewhere secondhand, and we played that a lot. And then after that, it was we didn't have a NES, but we had a Super Nintendo. So yeah, I didn't have a Spectrum or anything.
I do remember the other game I remember playing on it was Paperboy, which is it was cool because it actually looked like the arcade games, you know, so it looked very similar on the Commodore 64 to the one in the arcade, except you just didn't have the cool handlebars. And I've got to say, if you're playing Paperboy, you've got to have the cool handlebars.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, yeah.
What confused me about Paperboy is like why people keep leaving shit in the middle of fucking path.
Yeah, amen.
Yeah, so it's good. Oh look, Ghostbusters! There it is.
Yeah, Ghostbusters. There's lots of. I mean, I recognise a lot of these games because some of them were on the Amstrad. So I look at some of these and think, yeah, I've played these at some point. But then I think,
you know, if people are sort of enjoying us reminisce about old games that are in the arcade, on the 21st of April, on the 21st, we are going to Arcade Club, which has loads of these types of games. You want to come and play?
So if you want to play shit,
if you want to hear us reminisce more about old games, you'll want to buy the Veteran Gamers box set.
Yes, the DVD, the DVD coming out.
Elite, man, Elite's on screen, people. Elite is on screen.
Yeah, you can buy the.
Oh my god!
Me and Stu and Duke play all the Commodore 64 games on DVD with director's commentary. When I look at these, I just think, fuck me, these games look shit.
You think, fuck me?
You know.
We used to be amazed by stuff like this.
Yeah, but your standards were lower, wasn't it? You know what I mean?
They were. Well, your expectations of what was available. Not
like, oh my god, I'm moving things on the screen. Wow.
Yeah,
these games are wank.
I'm guessing this game was sponsored by Casio.
I don't know. I'm guessing so. I'm taking it off the screen now. It's too distracting. But no, Humper. I'm not. Didn't have massive love for it, I'm afraid. So, but I find it. I think you'd find it pretty difficult to play in Australia because everything's upside down, so they're all hanging off the.
Well, I think
Off the
Humper should
ceiling.
come to the meetup. It can't cost that much to get from
No,
Australia
if
to
he
here,
doesn't,
surely.
if you don't, Humper, you're dead to me. So don't bother. Don't bother talking to me again. Okay. Next email is from Anthony. Anthony says, "So this is my second email, and it's St. Patrick's Day, and I'm well and truly."
I'm hoping I haven't missed some of these emails in the past few weeks when they've not been coming through.
My second email
Apologies
is.
if I have.
Shut the fuck up. It's
All
my-
right, shut up.
It's St. Patrick's Day, and I'm well and truly on my way to Hangover City. But just to follow up on my last email, one of my favourite games was a co-op game called Bruce Lee. Okay, I will get up on the screen now while I read the rest of this
He
email.
has to do double duty when he does emails.
I know.
Yeah. I think it's called Bruce Lee Game of Death. No, that's a film. That's a bloody
Yeah, that is definitely a film.
right.
Maybe
Okay.
while you're getting video footage, you like some relaxing music to hear.
Neither would be The Big Boss, because that's also a film.
Anyway, whatever. My favourite co-op game was Bruce Lee. I recently revised it via an emulator, and wow, it is terrible. I'm sure you guys
Of course it is.
have had the same experience or refuse to go back in case it's shit. Cheers. Humper. Oh, this is the same person. This is Humper.
Oh, it is the same person. He sent us
It's-
a double email this week.
Yeah, so it's yeah.
double
it's-
email. It's
And he
double-
also says, "P.S. Go Ginger Balls." So that's to my brother.
There you go.
So yeah, double email. Thank you very much there.
I bet actually you could do. It would sound really cool. Him saying ginger balls in a really good Australian accent. I think that would sound kind of cool.
I guess so. So no, I'm guessing Bruce Lee is for the Commodore 64. So I found that now, and I'm going to stream that a little bit on the old video. So thank you, Humper, for sending that. And then the next one is from Lewis. So Lewis says, "Hello once again, veterans. I hope you've all had a good week. After Stu mentioned how he's been playing Bully, I thought I'd tell you about the sequel that is rumoured. Some artwork was released from a source stating that it was official concept for Bully 2. However, this source isn't reliable. Also, on the subject of rumours, I saw a statement from a supposed former Rockstar employee saying that GTA 6 is set in Vice City. That would make sense because they haven't been there for a while. Features a girl character and is set to be released in 2022. Girl character has been a rumour for GTA for years. It probably won't happen. Once again, this is unreliable. I was very interested to hear your thoughts on the GTA series last week, and I agree that GTA 4 is a very good game. However, I do like GTA 5 better because of the light-hearted approach and more varied world. Both games definitely have a target audience, with GTA 4 being more serious and gritty approach, and GTA 5 a more comedy influence one. Duke said he likes San Andreas, so I decided to give it a go. However, I was much annoyed to find that it isn't backwards compatible on the Xbox One. That's true. Steam is probably the best place to play it, but there is a 360 version that you can buy as well. I looked on the internet and found that it had over 88,000 votes on backwards compatible voting list 2 years ago. Why is Xbox releasing rubbish like Banjo-Kazooie nuts and bolts but not releasing the good stuff? Because of this, I had to buy an iPad, but the controls aren't good. So my question for you this week, should I buy an iPad controller to play it with? Have a good week and bye for now. That is from Lewis.
So let me just get this straight. Can I just a minute. He's actually purchased an iPad just to play San Andreas. Is that what I heard? Is that right?
No, I think. Well, hold on. Let me read that bit again.
Read that bit again.
Blah, 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 blah. Because of this, I had to buy it on an iPad. So
that makes more sense.
Yeah, to buy it on an iPad. So yeah, I if you've got a PC, play it on the PC. But
yeah, play it on the PC.
If you've got a 360, you can buy it on the Xbox Live Store on the 360, and that's like a really good version. The great version about the 360 version, the great thing about the 360
He
version...
might not have a 360 though, will he?
Well, I'm just saying, but I just want to say this. The great thing about the 360 version is that when the game came out, San Andreas came out, 4x3 was still popular, right? So things wasn't widescreen. Now, San Andreas is the first time it's been released widescreen, right? And what's great about that is the edges, they only animate characters when they're on screen, right? But because you've got an extra bit on each side,
See the characters just waiting off screen.
yeah, you can see the character just not moving at all. He's just frozen time, and as soon as he comes in, and I find that shit. Because who cares? You know, San Andreas came out in 2004, so like no one cares about it anymore. But I just find that shit fascinating. How they, you know, it gives you a little bit of like behind the, and sometimes the character will walk off, right? But as soon as they're off screen, they just slide off, paused, and it's brilliant. and it just gives you a little insight to how it was made. You know.
Put it on screen. I want to see this.
I'll try and find it. I'll get Bruce Lee off. Sorry, Humper, but yeah.
Anyway,
Bruce.
answering his question, do you think he should go out and buy himself a controller for his iPad?
Well, I don't know. My answer is if you've got a PC, play on the PC. If you've got a 360, play on there.
Yeah.
I don't.
I don't think you'd need that powerful a PC to play it either, would you really?
No.
No.
And I imagine it's pretty cheap on Steam, is it not?
Yeah,
I'm trying
probably.
to decide if I have it. Let me see if I have it. Yep, I have it. San Andreas. What?
I think I have it as well.
Yeah, I think even I have it. It's tenner. It's a tenner on Steam.
There you go.
There's kind of
$14.99.
There's no way really to show you, Duke, other than sort of shifting through.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. It's really not that important.
No, I know, but it's difficult.
Look, it's fine, Chinny. It's fine. Just leave it. All right.
I think the iPad version is the same version that the 360 one is. So like the widescreen would probably happen on there as well, which is funny to watch. But anyway, as Duke would say, yeah. So that's that email. So I don't know. If you have to play it on the iPad, I suppose that would be the way to play it. Another email from Lewis. Read last email before this one in all caps.
It's good job
We
you
did.
did.
Off our back. Stop telling us how to do our show.
Sorry, I forgot to mention in my last email that my friend recently got a 2-year Xbox Live communication ban because he won a solo squad on Fortnite. That to me is the biggest problem in the game, which is in my experience that the younger kids playing think it's the younger kids playing it think that because you sniped them and killed them, you are hacking. I've been reported 5 times after killing someone in the game, and each time it's been from a little kid who doesn't know any better. Sorry for going on too much. I'll leave you alone now. Yeah, I mean, like, I you know, it's not only little kids that do that. I used to play Call of Duty with a lot of friends who were, let's say, ill-tempered when they lost, and they would report people all the time, you know, for just killing them. You know, it's just a gut reaction for some people. They don't really think about the implications of it.
Good.
Yeah, you know, I think I don't know if Fortnite has a death cam, but I think a death cam would solve that problem. It certainly solves it for PUBG. You know straight away if somebody's hacking you, and I've never experienced hacking since the death cam. Because as soon as you see
they're so
good
at hacking, you don't realize they're
exactly.
Yeah, they're even better now. It's more sophisticated hacking.
But there you go. So I don't know how to answer your question there, Lewis. It's just one of those things, I think. Right, the next email is from Pete or Golden Balls.
Yeah.
He says, "Hello, VG brothers. I can't do the quiz. I can't do the quiz tonight."
Jeez.
Because I'm moving out. This is true, and I'm boarding a loft out. And to be quite honest,
so has he got a new house? I'm guessing is this the reason?
Sort of. It's a long story, Stuart. But anyway, yes, he's boarding out a loft, and I've seen this said loft, and yeah, he was just up there, he looked tired, and then I went, this looks like hard work. I'm not doing any of it. So yeah, to be quite honest, I've not had a lot of time to fart this week, says Pete. Enjoy your week off, and I'll be back next week with the quiz. Cheerio.
Oh yeah. Just when they were getting better as well, just when they were getting the hang of it.
He has been busy this week, and I have helped him a little bit moving the boards and getting them from the shop for him and stuff like that. So, but he's been doing all the real man jobs. Pete's really good at man jobs. I'm no good at them. He's really good at them.
And Chinny's really good at hand jobs.
That was a rumour, Stu. You can't prove it.
Anyway, is that it for emails? Is that all of them?
That is all the emails.
Is that all there is?
I'm sorry if I've missed one. If anybody sent me one.
Type. It's the way to leave a message for us.
This week's Speak Pipe comes to us from Derek Dieselstained Sains, and it is 1 minute 25 seconds long. Let's listen, shall we?
A Microsoft fanboy, a Nintendo fanboy, and a Sony fanboy all walk into a bar. And the barman looks at them suspiciously and shouts at them from across the room.
Oi, you lot, what's your game? Then I took an arrow in the knee. A song in your heart.
Hey, veteran gamers, it's Derek Sains again, and I was thinking, which situations would you find a Sony fanboy, a Nintendo fanboy, and a Microsoft fanboy all at the same place? And of course, one of those situations would be the Arcade Club in Bury on the 21st of April.
Hey-o!
So if I was thinking of coming along, and maybe other listeners too, what 3 reasons, other than meeting Chinny and Stu, of course, could you give for us turning up there? And just a quick thing for Stu, I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos recently about dodgy dealings at CEX, one of your favourite stores, so you might want to check them out. Keep on gaming.
And we out of here.
Yes, Eric and Rakim. Peace. Thinking of a master plan. Got nothing but sweat inside my hands. So I dig into my pocket, all my money is spent. So I dig deeper and still coming up with lint.
Yeah.
Start my mission, leave my residence, thinking how could I get some dead presidents? I need money. I used to be a stick-up kid, so I think of all the devious things I did.
Yeah. No one like thinks that you don't know the songs, do you? You don't have to.
Used to roll up. This is a hold up. Ain't nothing funny. Stop smiling and still nothing move but the money. Anyway, the question.
Anyway.
Yeah. Where would?
Why would people
reasons
want
why
to come?
People should come to the
Why
arcade.
should they come?
Why
Okay,
come?
I'll give you 7.
7?
Oh, shit.
Me, go.
And I'm not going to make these up on the spot. I've written them down weeks ago. Right,
I've
so.
written them down. Here we go.
Number 1. There's loads of fucking old games there, right? Bam. Yeah? Number 1.
By the way, it's the biggest arcade in Europe.
Number 2. Thank you, Stu. It's the biggest arcade in Europe. Bam.
Yeah.
Number 2. Number 3. There's like new games there as well. Bam. Number 3. Right?
Yeah.
Number 4. Bam. You get to touch me. Bam. Touching me.
Bam.
Bam.
I saw a Tangent Phillip movie. Who wants to touch me?
Bam. Number 5. You get to call Stu a prick for free on me. Right.
True.
Bam.
That's
Number
true.
5. Right?
Bam.
Number 6. You not only get the chance to meet Chinny and Stu, which I know I can't use that as a reason, but you get to have a meal with us. Bam.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah,
can
bam.
also this is an extra one. You can also pay for the meal for me and Stu if you want, because you know
You
you're
can
nice
all chip
guy.
in.
Bam. Number 7, final reason, right? Stu will wank one of you off for a price. So that you know the 7 reasons.
There you
Bitch.
go. There you go.
Wow, I had no idea. That's awesome.
And you missed one of the reasons as well. You can challenge Chinny to a game of Dance Dance Revolution. Or is it Revolution? Is it Revolution? I need to say Resolution then for some weird reason.
Bam.
Yeah, Dance Dance Revolution, baby. They have that
We
there.
can do that. We
as
can
well.
do that.
And we've got another reason. You can watch Antonio, the Guitar Hero expert, presumably get the top scores on Guitar Hero though, because they've got that there as well.
Antonio checked the website and he said they don't have Guitar Hero there.
Yes, they did, because I played it when I was
played
there.
it there. So Antonio said,
I
I
played
might bring my guitar. I was like, don't bring your guitar. I'm sure, you know.
No, Guitar Hero is there. They've got the Guitar Hero arcade game.
we get to witness Antonio in action. That would be interesting.
Yeah, it would be interesting.
And also, you just get to.
Pressure will be on though for him, won't it? Because everyone thinks he's going to be amazing, and then he's got to live up to that expectation now, hasn't he?
You get to meet Bongo, which is
Bongo, which is always a pleasure, to be honest.
Always amazing.
grabs your arse and stuff. You know, he'll come and give you a hug and kiss you and things. It's all a bit weird, but you know, that's Bongo. For
And
you.
also, the other reason, this is 11 reasons now, right? The other reason is in 2022, you'll be in the video that I'll make for it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And if that isn't a reason, I don't know what is.
So, if you play your cards right, you can be in the Arcade Club video. So,
Video.
lucky bastards, you.
Yeah, oh, yeah, tell you. Oh,
11 reasons. So,
11 reasons. Big uns.
I'm looking forward to it, Stu. You looking forward to it?
Of course I'm looking forward to it.
If it's just me, you, and Bongo, then who cares, eh?
It's fine. It's fine.
It'd just be
and
me,
your
you,
brother. And your brother, of
and my
course.
brother, yeah. Me, you, Bongo, and Pete. And then I'll be fine. No, I think Kyle's coming.
Yeah, there's quite a few down now. There's
Chris
quite a few.
is coming. I think Antonio wants to come. Step J was teasing about it. In fact, I'll just throw him under the bus. He said he definitely will come, 100%.
Yeah.
And yeah, yeah. Oh, Step
Look,
J.
everybody's welcome. Everybody's welcome.
Step J had a message. He's just typed in the chat. Sorry, I missed it. I was yeah. He said, we have a question from Step J. You ready? Here we go. What is your proudest achievement in game? It doesn't have to be an actual achievement. Achievement in game that you wouldn't share with a normie. I think what he means by normally is, you know, like in public. But you would. This is a comfortable place here, Stu and Duke. You know, you can talk to me. So what would be
100% Shadow of Mordor?
Shadow of Mordor, 100%. Stuart?
Yeah, mine was probably completing Deadly Premonition because that fucking last bit of that game was hideously hard and a stupid random quick time event. I was just stupid. And I nearly stopped, but I persevered and got to the end. So I was very proud of myself for keeping going and actually finishing the game.
To be fair, you shouldn't share that with anybody.
Exactly.
No, not even us.
Or otherwise.
Yeah, exactly.
I think getting the 10,000 seriously kills on Gears was probably mine.
Yeah,
it's pretty good. Okay.
That'll change in a couple of weeks when it's getting your first chicken dinner solo.
Well, no, not really, because like everybody else is like, oh, I got it on the second time I played it.
Yeah, I got it first time I had a go. What's the matter with you?
I had a go and I had a stroke halfway through and I still got it.
And I was twitching on one side all the time.
Yeah, it was easy. You're a fucking idiot, Mike. I hate you. You know, it's just
pretty harsh.
Yeah. Oh my god, we got another question in the chat. We should just, you know, the email section. We should just open it up to the chat at the end. If you could get rid of one aspect of gaming, what would it be? Toxicity, microtransactions, console borders.
No.
Sad children, man. Oh god.
Sad children from Duke. Shu.
Yeah, mine would be developers and publishers trying to find more ways to wring the extra money out of people in games.
I think mine would be console borders. I think it's just PlayStation now that are holding it back. I think, you know, it is stupid that, you know, somebody buys a PS4 and somebody buys an Xbox and you, right, you know, oh yeah, I play that. Oh yeah, me too. Oh yeah, what you got? PlayStation. Oh well, we can't be friends anymore. Bye. You know, it's just dumb, and it needs to stop that shit. I'm not sure how the party system would work if they did that. I don't have no idea. But
it's never going to happen, man. You're living in a fantasy world. It's never happening.
So there's been improvements on it. I feel like Fortnite and Rocket League and what was the other game? There was another.
Yeah, but
game.
that's specific game developers, not actual console.
I know, but like there's a yearning for it, isn't there? There's like a kind of like, why do we still do this kind of thing?
Because they all want to make cash. And if they didn't have a reason for you to buy their specific console, they wouldn't make as much, is their perception.
But yeah, PlayStation are only holding their cards because they're the market leader. You know, they're winning in the console race this generation. So who gives a fuck? Like why should they? Is their attitude. Yeah. And if it was the other way around, if Microsoft were winning, they did the same on the 360 era. They were winning there, and they went fuck everything. And it was PlayStation 3 that said, oh no, we love playing with the PC and all that sort of stuff. So. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so that's emails and shit, so...
That's it. I think we're done, Duke.
It's time for a shout-out. Hey!
So let's do it. Let's do some. Chinny, over to you first.
I'd like to shout out the people that have been watching me play PUBG. I can't remember everybody's names, but I know JP Snake, Step J, Antonio, even though he doesn't like PUBG because he thinks it's shit and Fortnite's better, has watched me a little bit here and there. Baron Van Glower's also been there. There's tons of people. Martin. I can't. I'm sorry if you've been watching me, but I do appreciate it. And I'll be streaming more. So if you see me on, just come in, give me some moral support, stay around for a little bit, and then go. It's all good. I appreciate it. And then me and Stu will try and get some golf on. I'm just trying to work it out how to,
how we can do it.
How we could do it. Maybe you could do it.
Because you can't even play multiplayer, can you? Strictly with
what we could do, right?
With the golf club anyway, because it's all this asymmetric stuff, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'll just buy the golf club. It probably isn't that much. The first one. Probably isn't that much on Steam, and then we can play together. So, okay. So so maybe we make a video or stream that or something in the next couple of weeks. Stu.
Yep.
That'd be good to do.
We can maybe do. I think we could do that.
Right.
And I'm also gonna try and stream some A Way Out with Millie this week when I get it.
So I think I'm getting that game. Stu, I think I'm getting that, but yeah, I don't know if I'm going to play it at the moment. I want to get this solo chicken dinner, but I definitely.
Well, Millie, I'll be honest. Millie even said to me either yesterday or the day before, she went, "When's A Way Out coming? Is that coming soon?" And I'm like, "Yeah, next week." She's like, "All right. Oh, I can't wait to play that." So she's looking forward to it, man.
Yeah, I think I'll be playing. I'll be playing it with Marsh, but I've got to get this chicken dinner.
Chicken dinner.
Damn it.
Yep.
Lovely. That's my shout outs anyway.
Legibly. Well, I'm going to shout out, obviously, all the people who emailed in that I might have missed. So apologies to you if I've missed anyone who has actually emailed in. And obviously, shout out to all the people who were in the chat tonight. All the people who contribute to the show, be it questions or emails or speak pipes or in whatever way you do it. Every little bit helps, doesn't it, Chinny? Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting new people at the meetup. Let's hope we can get some people we haven't met before, because that's always cool.
I think Darren was in the chat earlier. Remember Darren, who we met at EGX?
I met Darren the other week in the
I
supermarket.
know. You've told this story. Yes.
I mentioned this.
Yes, you did.
Yes, I do remember Darren.
Yeah. So new people would be good. And the oldies, the trusted lot. I mean, the first time
Tried and tested.
The first time we met Kyle was at the Arcane Club, and now he's always popping in. So if you feel a bit weird about meeting a bunch of strangers, it's fine. 5 minutes in, it's a bit awkward, and then it's all fine. So, and it's difficult to sort of remember sort of like to try and to talk to everyone, isn't it? So I think everybody that goes tries to make an effort to talk to as many people as possible and just talk about whatever, really. So don't feel like you're just going to be standing there and everybody else is in the club or knows each other. So I think everybody. Would you agree? Sure, everybody makes a good effort to try and talk to each other and get to know everyone.
I mean, they always do. To be fair, we always kind of get on, don't we, and have a good laugh, and that's kind of all it's about, really, isn't it? It's just about having a good.
And I think, are you going to be doing some tournament again?
Yes, we haven't. I've been talking to Bongo actually about this, so we're sort of going to iron out the finer details of what competitions we're going to have this year.
Yeah, so that's good because it kind of gives you a bit of focus, gives you something to talk about or like something to put your attention to.
Apparently, I am.
You won better than me on the tournament, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I'm led to believe that there is an actual proper Donkey Kong machine there this year because we didn't have Donkey Kong Jr. last time we went, didn't we? So
I think we had Donkey Kong Jr. 2, wasn't it? I think.
Yeah, something like that. But the proper King of Kong Donkey Kong is there. So
there we go.
So we're definitely going to have that competition, I believe, and then we'll have to have a look what else there is and have a few others. Dance Dance Revolution. No, not that. They have got the giant Mario Kart screen, so there is that as well. But we've got to remember this time there'll be a lot of other people there as well as us, whereas last time we kind of had it to ourselves.
We're not booking it out or anything like we did last time. We're just because it's so big.
And it's just open now, so it doesn't do that anymore. It's kind of just open to the public.
So not everybody's there is there for us, but it's still big enough to sort of handle it, I'm sure.
And if not many people turn up, we can pretend that they are.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. No one will know. And that's it for me. So over to you, Duke.
Yeah, I will shout out Antonio. And I will shout out Gary Lever. Keep your head up, dude. And I will shout out Rogue because he added me again. I don't remember exactly what happened last time, but whatever. all is over with now, so it's all good. Yeah. Everyone listening, JP Snake, thanks again for the Turing test. You're the man. And that's it. That's all I got. We done?
Yeah, we're done.
We're done.
Like this podcast, there is another site you should check out, which is called VGHub.net. And on there, you find a bunch of links to other video game podcasts, similar in vein to ours, but different in the way they're delivered. Some have all kinds of sound effects.
Are for old people.
Some talk about
Too
RPGs.
many, some people say.
Come on now.
Some might say that.
No one says that.
Then, of course, you have links to, great forums.
You don't have any other friends.
So check it out. VGHub.net is a great starting point for your podcast discovery.
My head hurts.
Gonna do something less boring instead. Sitting at home, watch TV, turning on slow moves of
There you go. Another show in the bag.
Another show in the bag.
Show in the bag. Tell you what, it's freaking cold here tonight.
Oh,
God.
what?
God, we've had snow and everything. Ugh.
Oh, God, that's snow. We always have snow.
The beast from the east, apparently, it's been cold.
Yeah.
Or the mini beast from the east. I don't know. It's cold.
Okay.
I had to drive in snow and stuff this morning. Jeez. What's all that about?
Did you have to chisel the ice off your windshield?
No. It wasn't quite that cold, but it's been cold. Yeah.
That in a while. It's just one of the things about living in Wisconsin, man. You're gonna have to chisel some ice.
You're in snow all the time, though, aren't you? Throughout the year, pretty much. Well, throughout the winter.
Yeah.
Throughout the winter, whereas we kind of
now actually we're pretty lucky.
When it snows here, it's kind of a bit of an event because it doesn't happen very often.
The Duchess and I actually rode our bikes to the brunch place this morning.
Brunch? What do you have for brunch? Yeah.
We go to our local, have some Bloody Marys, be like, what's up?
What, in the morning?
Yeah.
Well, getting pissed? Like proper vodka ones?
Why not?
Jeez.
And I grade papers in the afternoon and play games.
Playing games. By the way, thank you for the feedback to Millie.
Oh yeah, sure, my pleasure. That's what I do.
That's what you do. So what did you genuinely think though? Was it all right?
I always say what I genuinely think.
Just checking.
Yeah.
Just checking. But yeah, I think she did a pretty good job, to be honest. It was all right.
You know she's gonna keep working on that, or just make it a one-off thing and then do other stuff later?
Oh well, that particular story that was just for an assignment for school, so she had to do that.
She do it a lot.
I know she doesn't though. She does like it, I think, but she doesn't do it a lot. If that kind of makes sense. But I think she's pretty good. She paints a picture anyway. It was a pretty good picture she painted.
Sure.
Well, yeah. Yeah. But I don't know. She kind of likes it, but it's not something I don't think she's ever really thought of doing. I think she does it because she has to for school. Yeah. Well, yeah. So we'll see. Right. I think that's it, people.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Okay. See you later.
Bye.